I just say Beyonce Gusu Kosunti. We thank God for our lives. We thank God for another day. Yeah. We thank God for everything. A privilege, because Obi won more with him chow. But Unya Quenya.
Thank God for our life. Yeah. And he be beauty Amabia. Coaching is also in
oh, but today
Carlos
we
was on resign.
On say, as some coaching Eddie can buy here. Every from penny for the Babonti, a big Casao, and a man say, and your man said, and Eddie Novaka. So, on letter, no, the Ghana buy one state is what resign. But Ghanaians, and it really meaning to say, the whole throne of the chess, the contract 4 months a year into a call. But by every phone a ban sounds so moon for me cassette, and now on call is all Mamaka. There be one mechanic chess walk. There be the executive committee member of the Ghana Football Association, Rafredechi. I've listened to him. Okay. Into no yes, or no, some say, say, resignation about on the Carlos Curious, your man contract after your man contractor, a bad after the World Cup. And why now?
Yes, I want to confirm me. Say, so I resigned the other time.
Yes, the time now, something I resigned. Why now? Did the over became the executive committee for Nabaka Ghana? You see how a
serious institution be and communicate crab about coach here in the court tournament and is a banner way. And I say a man every and no good
because Ghanaians,
but woman can't be
I'm not afraid that you call radio Sukoka say. I'm speaking from what he said.
In the point of
a year of the Bible, and will say, Carlos Curious, my man contract, say, on fair World Cup or after World Cup, me one. Meanwhile, the FS stated it categorically clear, say, 4 months. No,
the Carlos is also resigned. No, contract.
Carlos, no, and I have a phone to say, one see again.
Okay.
Is it because on
very interesting conversation.
Yes, say he's still a Ghana coach.
Very interesting conversation.
But some of the FA executive committee members who say
what time
so which is which?
For our drinks, Ebra, Shadrach Moon project your number no TV no so my video no yabaje wa drink and the coach ababe pem so on resign enti yabaje wa drink na no pay e number na de to TV no so no 30 seconds or record here now they buy a drum rest buy and so e diama solak adaroma solak biochemistry no mu chance Zeman plus capsules no where Zeman plus about capsules por panyan now today instant Tiana washan some again amamina and the Bama YM Rampa Yana for Wontumi drive or Yerem Pema Dr. Solomon a draw day about 0245616028 now for the dog a serious XP2 engine oil and I may come for the Amasa no yaya in since 2022 ye anaja yada German so na SP2 in one himself about the car engine oil and noa and airborne Namaka engine oil no and so and as car engine and we man koye a home use and assembly no a new engine and nyina no SP2 F4 amakai and anti say petrol and I say diesel engine nyina no ya de obetuma use SP2 engine oil na fe wotem abo djuma say and e car engine no and so obetumi abo djuma bo ne ye de e guaranteed as e obetumi aka cho say e shall to SP2 engine oil and ne be be to engine oil bia no be na bi and so ngatoba ne lubricant in some dia a serious for Daruma 0540 42 4386 now for one more edging come KFC one a official partner at the Ghana Football Association now one more extra and more our Black Stars box no eguso cost 100 Ghana cedis we benya 4 pieces of any chicken now for 1 or 2 crispy tenders and I feel large chipsy on some tomato sauce in no sinchen I would enjoy and then I know KFC woman Daruma almost say wow deal eguso koso now wow no crowd 35 Ghana pay now what them anya and wonam wakukonami now what now chips now for tomato sauce wo dia chewa no manu ma come into na baby Ghana o Capo di titene say eya kire ni bibia wie ya now what so KFC day amano na no pay pensign company limited woman Daruma wo mu ade agan and Mr. no na dia be German so and no dia no asepa unya bia ɛno betumi aba bɛma no ɛsɛ wonya agan na nneɛma nso nakɔkama ɛde ɛma nano pe wɔ ndwumadie so agan malamis no ɛyɛ malaria duro agan prakɛsɛ ɛnso gyina mu prakɛsɛ garlic mixture ɛno boost immune system pa na yɛ numbers no nie 0500888890 na wadi nkɔmmɔ ɛnano pe high sensor daroma ɔmo sɛ ɛyɛ television 116 giant no yɛwɔ so ayɛ tɔn bi di ama world cup no deɛ wohwɛ match na wo enjoy live commentary no ɛyɛ 6 times ɛsi nkyɛn a wɔno nso commentary na mu wasom bɛyɛ wo dɛ na afei w'ani nso ayɛ wo dɛ na yɛwɔ microwave ana afei blender sana yɛka rice cookers ne nyinaa no yɛwɔ bi ɛwɔ yɛ aso ɛyɛ a yɛtɔn bi ɛde ama refrigerator sana afei ne ɛno ɛyɛ gas cookers ana afei gas ovens ne nyinaa wobɛna bi ato air conditions ne nyinaa no ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛm yɛbie yɛn showrooms no ɛwɔ ɔman yi mu 5-year manufacturer defect warranty ɛda so a wonya to a woyɛ save nti kumasefoɔ ɛne nkranfoɔ no pay moamoɔ kɔfɔdua moamoɔ ho moamoɔ sunyan moamoɔ tɛkyema mommɔ nwura hɔ na monkɔpɛ yɛnnuama bi your numbers no 0302550000 near Dinkomo Table Tech car garage Suruma Daruma Woka inch and as a home used car and our dear an accident car and our dem bana baby abatona ebuanuma what the aba obeso yeni yes car engine and afe obeso spray car air condition services yeah overhauling and afe electrical works ewoka munyina no automatic gearbox and a problem yaba repair Edem amount. Now, the woman say you in a touring car, and no, ya dema ya customers, and no me a juma, so car quasi baby about Buani at all, Edem amount free, as I saw near Digimenti, Table Tech garages, MSCA cars with say in a Kia, and our Mercedes Benz Range Rover, Muamun, our truck, and a bus is singing. I know, Woman, I am what Juma Table Tech garages, we are brand Juma, and you were Juma in Wontumi for car, your drivers from Abefa, free, nobody about near CSC, and some day amount now car no say accident car dia fabriche abakan abeso twawade entam so na wokwa emfa nkosi garage bia me ntwuni enum aye Table Tech garage so mu ana egba wo mu tane so mu tua osika edema properties zadan ene ensase uncompleted building wo ton bia wo meto ana afa wo to bi zo ope bi ato a wonum ebeboa yo awosi water west awon kran ye bom adwuma ye kuma say in between Georgia Hotel and afa Gridco office no 0542755252 na wodi common and I pay na ye kanu na ye remu enso ewo ye kan say manabel na so ya no pay ene ye beko wedding na fa yi awodo ho na opese abusua wote wo manim ewo wedding awo ya na wo ye a ese de orders ni nyina free manabel fast food and eba wo mo no anu de jollof rice na fa wo me fried chicken and pizza right where your rice and stew anu pay me bia megi pa rice and stew need them say many jehom ayenti manabel no what's it say?
What is it?
Masa, Manabel Diano, and I say, Upeminafe, Udina Biansia Kama, rice and stew, Massa, say, Minabiano pay, Manabel, the Mutiano pay, I say, we are quick cry because some and not toss one to pay, Mamu play rice in it and ask him to a cry. Now, Chronom and Iowa, your Juma 0249030830 Nafe, waiting and common and pay, not needing Amuno. Okay, I'm investing brain now, Mr. Why? You are Baza. Over study how.
And be Mr.
Mena me microphone Malcasa.
And be Mr. Mobile, my friend, go back.
Ah, Maza, yeah, do. Rough man, I would not obey. You go better, dear. What's that?
There is over my special gobe, and I can't play right now. Okay,
Manabel, BM. Unishika miana makamasa mewi
itimisrawana mapeko pena kano
nasa yetio
3P garlic mixture draw bia no bie ama bia eto kama Ghana ni bia sia utie bia yade ban ana eteto sabia wona eyetitiriti anampos asman tetewa ana etima wa fe jonso ana otia ewomo obi so na hono ma de tone say immune system no ana so etima na 3P garlic mixture ana bebuao esa guta vitamins and minerals ana eso eto bo nampo wagina ye ama yade bi antumi ntwo anso antumi konsia do me so tutumi kana no pai na for ne tem anso eto lances chemical shop bia Anus etimbeho nako kwajo DSSA 0248928824 na ne mpanifom answet makase yewram Kojak farmer na yeni nkomo kakra na nei se bia tipae ana tetu tipa gagaga anompos ebia what do flu ana no som tetewa aya nese nem anon ansom etimi Kojak pro code ana babua anwati Kojak chako toothpaste no anon answetimi ga sababua na apa usinifita anwati ma sene nya wode mapa yo ne kitwa na kese kwajibe sesia na onum say regular fluoride toothpaste free na say adese Kojak no no bo ayinka bone ansum atimi da free ono mo ama bibia ansum atwa kama tutumika sia na kwakwajo de 0244559597 na ne mpanifo kasa polytank de amakacho da dam sɛ wɔn di ano deɛ tɛn sɛ ope baby papa astɔ nsuo sɛnɛ bɛ nsuo yɛ deɛ tɛn sɛ nɛɛ nso so nneɛma bɛ kɔ yɛ deɛ ma ne bo nkɔkɔ bɔ kɔ di la nkɔkɔ sɛ na minsia sa wunyare ne adadia misiraw ɛyɛ polytank Ghana ɛno ana bɛtɔ papa na nkasa nie ɛno nti ɔsɛ sɛ ɔpɛ ne ketewa adantɛmo anampo sɛ bi a deɛ tɛn sɛ kɛseɛ paa na wɔn nsa so etima kabi na onim sɛ wɔka season yɛ wɔn yi polytank fo emeki na sɛ excited na experience amazing gifts amade chiche Ghana fresansa the channel sem ene yebobo ni na no no mo chama de tu ko Facebook no ko predict nempo I guess so not me wini ne ma bebre Facebook ano I Polytank Ghana and what Instagram my Polytank GH and what uko X na so I my Polytank on X no predict kama when I woke up party time with Nasa Polytank papa nanka sande na so nya chede Lawson Beverages Company Limited say we would delay man breakers and so atimi dia bam na wana omujeje mu ntentam no wodi bo ani asasi a owu oba no kra na no otimi jem me so otisa bi 2 minutes 3 minutes for no moderate delay man beaters wo ba no mbe ababuam eno ati wo oba na wutie me wo busu mi ba beso obi wo fie obi atime tonka ana wish ajes antema mi ani adade me so delay man capsules ana babuwa na no so atime to asenso ati da makoko nyina hu na na adwane ba bi aton do bi akwa wo banya Dr. Losi mi pa ebe 02486199 na perifo kasami dimafo herbal center doctor the time beto so na bibisa ono pes ayhania ana tetewa na anompos ebia yoba na bema akwara nsunya ewo na so nkumafo ana wonsefo da bia so mu gina usuani mesofo bra me dimafo no ni wasama what the time ebeto so ama wotos away woswatim anabe afese bia stroke and ya de anatiti obi a wo ba doctor at the time betos anopai abua kwa go school janse doctor atenase ana popoku asemaira doctor one minus adjuma ans etwakoso 0244774282 na so ne doctor anso etwakasa natural company limited wo medi dupo miensa na ba prostate capsules ojonson tentamanajo wo jonson sifita bi fu bema anso timba wo bi on so jonson so aya na etire ne Mr. Pompa e Johnson atia prostate capsules ana babwa 2-man capsules ya bema ntimi ni agoy ompam wompama good scratches abaswa mesawa dako nakopa 2-man capsules be no ati Congo ointment no ebo na tu kokase obi odwari anu otino ho anu ati candidates to a dama ana pay baby atondo bi akwa we seka natural complemented omunu pay be 0249017101 na no mo answer to bonkoma uwi anu adidi na duane a wudi nyan ay amagana rice essence amo papa na niem na testing ay good testing so ay Ghana dia witu so dia so dimopa teteno so dia na yatimi ay mo no wo bo so yate ni abahata ye wi ani abro we bo sabi pepepe and dia am Ghana rice and tubedu tubirika esia no kwa kopa bi aton mu bia kwa bi ho so your jollof rice so your fried rice plain rice now ton me pato se bia mutuo ana wo ya ubetim da bia tutubirika no kokopa dia ay 0537029464 na mpanifo ensom etima kasa ruta natural product no zo ruta mixture eno boaw malaria etu ase deku eno enso timi diame note ruta life eno boaw ebani se bia moja na ensaculatie no ebe circulatie me bias etu ko na sabwaw ama immune system no straight major brane na ruta tonic no ebo typhoid fever etu ase deku eno enso timi adiama sane so efuma me se do mbo so nya adie for dem stamp no enso atimasi so ba bia tondro bia akwajo 0242662220 na ne mpanifo kasa Dr. Mensa say me kan je so de sasaduo no and also atimi adiaba na no pesa utiame na mpo ayade sasa diwachi sasa no makacho sa ena ya memenda first ni sabi yakoyi asa na kwa museye ba na yadi nsuasuo ni aworo yansa sasa nyama dina etobeta sasa adi afiri ho sanso ana ba woni ni siati sasa bi firi ho ba bia wona mkra fiche bi ho ma ti fa bi firi ho sasa duo no ho kono kwajo de ebe pam ni nyina adi afiri afa bia no ni bone wo pesa asianso atimeto ya yes betu asianso atimeto asiantimintu a Dr. Mensa babwa enu ati se bia aya deso bana bema junso kata so junso krobofo no mesamo ko Dr. Mensa no so etimu bema no so mutimi nya gro e wompam no cement man powder eno anso atimaba men's power anasa cement man power capsules eno na bema onso banom na watime diagro ni afro miwa na bia ko kama Dr. Mensa wobutu na se kotwi aya ni Guinness depo ena di hwaru do na chemo boase kwa no so enkran Madina Zongo Johnson kansiri abro sign Anyawa, ye boy, Juma 0244 921269. Now, so no makasa emulator supplement to them. African tanker, Eba Pharmaceutical, and Research Center Makate, and an also free Eba Nakai, National Sende, Sabia also Odiano immune system Nayamre, Yadebia Twanado Consia Domicilo, Debiano so Sisi Debia Watikasa, the Pacho Mighty Fue Munumbi, Adama Fomudianie, Samson and a Messi for Musudianie, Police Fue, will be a copper emulator supplement to the Benom, a Babama system Najina Brane, up to say Yadebia, and so to mention Consia Domicano Pay, maybe a ton Debia Consa emulator. Supplement Nudu 0535 112 no makasa uwi anu de takum no na de dia grow weekend di yem persona ena kwame papa bra papa bia debi eya tabia ba company that some na de takum enso atimedia ba eno dia obetafre wa kutenka sem ebegina brane be ma na se na ututu na so tuo na utono entimi nku aboa wadoni nie wunum bi anso obetima kama enso atimi adiama na onum se tabia zanikan ewo so born immune system atima manager brane afa infections how do na ekodiatia adue open do ba bia ton do bia okwa when sanction 8 makabe 0243 686861 na nem panin phone short makase wi ni akwakwagi ani Spy Entertainment omo at the nurse na fiesta kase 8 maba when Spy Fiesta with medical MDK yes nasa ya wawa
sankonya yes
ya roro Euro, suddenly Baco, Euro, Wasam Konya, and Wasanya is a cry, 19th of July, 2026. The Sunday, we get Dinacopo. You jumped and the under cool Ghana said the spot. I jump, Hebo, Timunya Red Day, Yaba, as I said, DJ Peacemaker, DJ Capitano for DJ Confusimo, and a Janus and my sister Abayano, I'm a Bias at what 1% we know take it for reservation. Say Elber friend number 0243102777. That's no more. And some Atimakasa last country yet them EBF Eban wallpapers, blank curtains, 3D and a 5D natural designs now. Where the Biaba sofa covers, decorative watches and floors, PVC floaters nano. Where the Biaba to Kono de Sosia, Kumasi Doom, Yane Boss of Edition first floor, Mrs. Anoche Plaza, and not and Kasaku totally one more. And now I have bought my 0200281080. Now no Makasa who don't pay me some exercise Sabia. And you don't pay me a damn quadia Biaba Hospital. Dr. Basibra no more. Esan some on a don't pay me specialist. Disease bia ya dear bia. And we don't pay him Sabia Kotoge. We be a Capo Amane Capo na Atia. We call the best structure in the Kama. We crow who is Sabia and Anatiano. And what is Sabia Capo Amanas and name. One person betty wabaka and non posebia or uncle wakakonya inja the bar wababa romantism the sasabro will two and some etmedamo a fake nation and so and some 84 mesanyano kwabani stroke south gonorrhea and all kinds of diseases nano was and some at your Biaba hospital to Turikai yeah wakumasi the nichemo kumasi atonsu agogo behind our go hospital and kai your Sprinters Road 18 Junction 0244988004. Nelson Dr. Bansom at Makasakaristic in you. What is our mesh and G capsules and sort to media bar. Now, Meso and Sansa Begu come on a song. And wait, we call feature Otiao.
infertility obana bema ene ontimingo gonorrhea surface brianza na to ulcer ninya ebetu ose deku diama zara man capsules memedo ubanum bi bema nesa ne bema na wu acid trans kojo to chechire twafoi mesewada kopebu bona entu ase mfama india ba mix abo malaria fever typhoid etu ase be be ton do bia oko no kojo de 0246 348 na no enso to bon komona udim san Power specialist, herbal hospital, I am a doctor. Akosia Diaya, no mammy semen cancer, about fatty liver hepatitis BCA, and I take to also fibro kidney stones. What about better the essence or no? What did be brand new by Bessoya, dear? Non Portosabia malaria and I take to her. A dear about malamix and about 2 said about cough care about mixado, or boy 2 said to be dear. A dear about tonic, Ubedi, maybe a ton to the I top it in the boom, Sabia hospital and cry. Jocobena SCP. Power hospital bus stop Kumasi Fayasabo from Chukwana Swabia Johnson would do talk radio energy estate about Tamaru Bank Limited 0244 544422 no Makas Abia click any idea na Nibisa say when you send some to say glaucoma at NS when you show Adia Bewa Uhu Adia Wetsa Uhu Mislam ABA, Herbal Clinic, Ababwao, the 2 and some atmidama, menstrual disorders and arterial, and much hypertension, stroke, prostate, and liver, and opposite kidney problems. ABA Herbal Clinic, doctor, or suffer rasta babwao, no some atmosphere, their sons on it, what the Nubrakai and or some bomb pay a goose on some po, and their tennis, Yadiano, a drone what yamo, Castle Millennial inside, and a day last stop on your wall, Kumase Quada, so Jonase, Jawanes, a man market, let you appear, Udunasa Gos on Swa. Genesis FM 1 Anoa Obojiba 0541 5651 9924 Eso Enkasa.
Well, thank you very much. Sabosuna ya bana fi ya be DM komo brana yeni komo videos ni ya be je e number na ya pini e TV no so no your video message ade ba wadwenkyere eno no nti o ya na landscaper na odi aba ma no mo 30 seconds ti na wa no so every amame your question of the day sponsored by Amuzu Hair Food Amuzu say wasesam hair food na odi aba na wo sepa o your barber so trinwi efuye we are bema ubi eyi say bema de yemze wabodju say na ma o mema yo edimu yi pa nti de no be say fu kama na utrinwi emfu na be say fu ya Amuzu Hair Food announcer ebe ka be cosmetics baby aton ro anas baby aton enku o mayimu baby abena bi enso matimi ato obetimi afra ye number 0242955056 na fe wadi enkomo Amuzu Hair Food eno no na question be na doctor esie musao ena nwumre match kese chechirenchi eno baso na ho nkomo ana yebedi eno ana doctor esie musao they say now no pay and as a nwumre game no who is going to carry the night between Hurricane and Afe Ellen Haaland sa top strikers imienu wan and nwumre yakaso obi be carry the day obe wia anadwo no ama abedini side obema ne man ani age a player ben say Ghana for bia anim
Crucial device say Ellen Haaland Adam Osman Abubakar say Haaland afe nana ya Oxy say Hurricane afe abrancha ne din de Eugene Ajeman enso akọ edama Hurricane onoso akọ enso atumi edama na edon samo anoso etumi edama afe wurama Jan Cantona enso obechem say woko edama Hurricane Harry Edward Ken anoso ekom enso atumi edama na yada ohun sampi anoso etumi diaba Mustafa Ajenim enso say woko enso atumi edama Ellen Haaland eno ayakakra enso atumi aba
enra bet we course no 10 a drop here ema ye fa kakra eno 10.97 almost 11 and I drop into na yes be masakam na afia to aso e de fam say world cup ni ye be wie wo man sana ye wie o ti ase yes eno ameka jo say den ye be fa bi manga aha nti say wutie bi mu a eno so de nemu papa ehu aha 13 or Sunday can BW62 380 D14 13 O's the twice we 10 BW62 3A1 D15 BW62 3A1 0FA
0FA
9 O's. The other is 7. BW62 3A1 55C
55C
7 O's. Last one no yeah 5. BW62 3A1 899. That's 5 volts.
Okay.
I mean, kind of na. Oh my green light. I'm not crazy. You two me kakra na. Yeah, the kakra so eba. See, young comrade. Why? Young Fabi be anto so. MB fast food Manabel.
MB.
Manabel ne say number na be say one boy.
Asro is here too.
Okay.
Two near wa.
Okay.
Ana okay. Okay, tijina brane.
Okay.
No say no. Ono dia misra mo
ana e so beba
akomia mezaya Steve
ntoki kabuma
ha be 8
okay
anti
matinti ye kwaba ye kwaba ye nkomra
be adwuma na
fa we no to so because fire na bibi ntisi na menya action
be action
anti bompae
Mr. Herman pe go bena dia kan wa we se go
be so ye kwamro ni
Anwa juma no you Yami wo hoda Se uji didia Obeya juma Asachre ni no you Yami wo hoda Se uji didia Obeya juma Ye bompaye Shamaki Israel Yehuwa Elahenu Yehuwa Ekad We ahata et Yehuwa Elohika bika luvika Uvika naveshika Uvika miyodika Tode yashak Todi Yashak in English in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amanu games no ebi koso na yebedi eno nkomo na na matcha eno som na baso ye de wonsam no efe ababodrum enra womu eye adwuma ni nyina na enra womu ye adwuma ni nyina no Spain for enso atia womu bikodu ba bi na omu bagam no Lukaku atimi si form at na emfa ema Spain atwomu akam ye no a womu take an emu bako Fabian Ruiz ono ebogo Kama Charles Di Catalari eba take equalize ema ne 1-1 and sana later Mikel Marino ebo enegoa eno eba 89th minute no wano ansom de so amagoyi aba ama woma tima wini 2-1 edon nsem nyina no efem na banti Fabian ene review goals eba ba anafe ni no aya Mikel Marino nso go eba ba Charles Di Catalari womu nyina no ansom aya adwuma no kama ewo game no ma womu players no miansa ana ma Santinal 3 no Ebaya 2 Equador Spain and after 1 and some Equador Belgium and you're doing something and some Matemano away to so na game no emuyere pa do baby na Spain for no Wontumi possessia na Belgium woma set back woma na Spain for bobo nyina na sekanta epaya na fe Belgium fe so akanya womu bako in January the game no emuya denemom ye no lami yamanum esi form and could bomode ema game no in favor of Spain and we need 2-1 and days and Kobanyano and some Mateba Nenra wouldn't see a real game no na Abrantia Fenisa Lamin Sama and Yabona Basus and Montemo and some Makonka MVP no Echo Edema Lamin Sama Wano and Wenya and the most valuable player our fetching Swa Yadim and the Salata Srinano I want some Ademanano for a Jubilee City Man of the Match Award no Echo Edema Lami Yamana Kodano on say or Ninia boy Bia Koda Ketekatia some onyiniba na nkoda we hanza match biala mi yama abebo bia na nkoda we stadium a o monitoring ten run bra ensom abomoden na nkoda yi our stance no match as all sere out say wono celebrate na adie won say lami yama our pitch no so and was sport hey nua no our in the stance no ma bra na ye we game no na nkoda yi ensom na celebrate ni nyina no aya nua cross so our game no ma dey I want some adema na no play our njuma dey so na say we said your parent Nsiakwaya Lami Yama Sen and Niaje Pa SM Omadu and the semi-final now was it Enra game no do baby one oje ball close mark and pa wabaje ball nani pa bakum yenu miansa wama twan washia our pitch no so masa was Enra we twan one entra na players no omu refi say womu take one Lami Yama no na other players we chira womu ya juma no Adama Spain Enra was so oje ball omu some multiple players neja wama atwa no and so asia na other players no are free and no can be and a man sa goals no nyina no I had some other boys no Fabian Ruiz no and after Mikel Marino Wontumi ato Santra no mienu Adama Spain we call na woman zero no woman best what the ball ebe call internal spaces akoda chire and no can be and a man other boys no and some player Juma ne come no I am some of dia tuta na omu busa ne say mo France and ekosio na France no Omi ne team a obianso ka omo meje World Cup na wo mo France din ana France a favorite a wo metima win the World Cup na eno ni say ana so no ni opinion ana ono na drink kire mo de wono won se France for no se obi ebe suro omo ene Spain a wono ni opinion no a chance France for no wo mi obi a ebe bo mo kakra because wo mo no wo ma France wo adwuma wo ma no ki wo mo e wo Euros asa no ki wo mo e wo chase Europa Nations League enti eba ne say wo mo ebe show mu nyina no ayade sem o ya soro ya anu ade atu da ti ombu a chese ehu bi ebe bona wono wogiri ese France no wo mbe bohu kakra bra wo mu ensom na ma chine betimi abaso ayade awonsam ade mu na no prayer enya sem to say class say aye class two great nations and Asia class and as a nation o mu class o ti ase o ka France o mu class o World Cup no o ka Spain o mu class into no the best nations Omai mienu a woman bought a ball and a best level ya yadim the same common nyina no awon some ade eba na enra Kevin De Bruyne enra aban says say Kevin wiansa because enra your pro game na reho chese team suo ni nyina no emanfo chese mbia we the last tournament one over ball and some ade ama boardroom emai no eno ayen koma efo no ade ba na say the last World Cup because World Cup beba biom no anyade se ne ono nso nebetima ditwade ama maye de ene san komo ni nyina no ante eba na no atubu kotoa enu akotoa eprai ewo game no because wantime nwie ene game no ama enra Sami Lamons wono anabeto aso na enu akotoa se na o Philippine ewo ne nanum because do baby onza lami ama mo stretching no wo mo bo bi ama ne stretching bo na no ana one die ama ne nan no ebesi wono match se ne ono nso pace na wase do baby no na nko betimi dia ball na mom say ya kick ball there na den man say sem dia ball na goal kick na obe ball asim no eno ka bi eno nti na okache coach ni say on sesa no na fe Sami Lamons emra mato aso emfam amatim na no ayen komo a efo no madeba ntitimu kwoto anura abra wo fi mu nyina na su na osu because be do oman na bedu no na nka ono na demu an kwabem so mu wie ya sa goal na akwane de che no embia na nka manesa amomu enlusu game ni tena ofim ni nyina no na yesu awosu bi experience na odiwo game no na wasoro pa eno ayedefo no madeba na owie ye no musa ne sa Lanwa akwadu ni se goalkeeper ya o dama manju aye friend Sani Lamonsa o obedem no waso akura no o ya fantastic goalkeeper o ya de pa akura no bright future and a moment way and a bema akura no aye very stronger because abrabo de edu ba bia ya mistake abeba ba bi na wa character na wato aso akowanim ente mistake and a buy na akudai wono ensom ngatimi aye ma enra Spain for the senemom no eno bema akura we eni aye den amana to ani jumadi so as a goalkeeper and the amomaya your friend said boardroom na nyina mo no anu asem anra na omunim omo limitations e will game no but still na omo are proud of players no amodemo na wo ma overall o ka tournament na modemo obeka say wo ma say na nye failure wo ma bo modem pa ye betie tibu koto ankomo a odi after the game.
2021 we lost against Italy and they became European champions, so I think when we lost our game in the World Cup, even in Qatar, both of them that passed went to the semi-final, so I think in the big tournaments almost always we have done well. We're very proud of everything we did till now, and I know a lot of people, a lot of times we get criticism like the golden generation never won anything and so, but we are Belgium, we're not England, we're not Spain, we're not France. We are a small country of not even 12 million people that on big tournaments are showing amazing things, and in 2018 you lose against France that with a corner, and I think we were playing the best football in that tournament, so there are things to be proud of, and it's really easy to give criticism and say, yeah, you didn't win anything, but look at all big names in football. Not everyone has won a big tournament, and we always tried it, and I think we can be proud, and I'm sure that Belgium in an occasion will be there to win it all. Also in 2021 we lost against Italy and they became
goalkeeper de ma Belgium and the Sankomo to Timu Konto and Common na Belgium manager our friend say Rudy Garcia and so the to say big match is say decided by details and Yama Bakumi Ruby and a decided matches a cassette said enra one a boy against a team our no AS Spain some mistake how ye one anya bin we be unfortunate ebem wa firimu eno ka obi anamo ma firimu ane ansama ne manager friend say Rudy Garcia atudwa yatem ne san komo ni nyina no adeba wa jatu so mu mistake we mu ye ana Spain ejina so ade punish wo mu awanu amacha eno eba so Spain coach ye friend Luis de la Fuente akasa no no so chesa o muzane say na mo wie se mo ne board ma wie mo ba bo against France and so the one can so ye so France we mo ye worried though said you are more Belgium for an Spain for woman so you worried na because that team ni me no masa who ko sia France on fan easy and we move France for no so we be sia Spain no woman so fan easy and this match we there and over the Panama was say omun kayo France for nin kai woman so mu mienu e dey atoa so entiaba ne sa we mu Spain for no so advantage kakra e wo match no so baso ne nkoma we dey atoda Enra Rodri and so modemo na nya sameto ahwe and Rodra yaka breaking passes and as line breaking passes our the final third our World Cup Pima Rodri ayanwajuma pa we completed 62 line breaking passes our 2026 World Cup here yeah bomness and montemono our enkaye and sa record no ekuta 20 cruise 2014 no so 62 and line breaking passes our final third now we know and some no about 20 and 26 ayeguso yebe tournament na for no so abomoden ade amane man ayefo no Spain ya do some ade banase say we are the golden generation Belgium for ye ka wo masama kan ya say nhwe ya say we omu age na we mu ewo mu na say Wenzel our 37 years Kevin Bryan our 35 years Thibaut Courtois our 34 years Romelu Lukaku our 33 years enti we say the boys we mu age city names we mu some era our Belgium national team no ya abana we ya nsa eno nkoma free award day ba don sem no afem na ba Romelu Minama Lukaku nie bolingoli na Lukaku ana odi nkoma na we no credit transfer one semi ko we mo o ma free mo we no musa ne say 2010 now we are very close as our joining Madrid no Real Madrid in 2010 assign and no so any parents parents any decision and one can be and make you go that no school and ni parents no woman man graduating from high school and no mo person no our yakoda no one also graduating na fi omunya graduate ofie and no can be and no make some move and also na bass until school sam and some move no and some na masunti parents no chance on Sunday na so on graduate and no can be na mover na say 2010 oyen want me anye wo muzane say o prefer Madrid and Barca as of now say say two teams me ya kai ba ko a team ben na be Lukaku say no personal on one asem enya abonte so komo say o kobo Madrid so din akire ensem be bam o koka Barcelona ensem fufuro so e be frechire ade apa eno Romelu Lukaku bolingoli komo a wono ade atudwa don sam no from Lebanon Neymar and so after say Enra Spain every omu game no Neymar edi JC asuma say womu fan koma lami yama koda no womu nkoche ni JC na koda no ni bobo na koda iko ni opportunity a enko no edi JC ne ba ne mom ono edi JC asuma edi abra lami yama JC no and what damn the Neymar say was a gift way a gift and any so public player bit so Neymar edi ni JC brawa enyan koda asemo Neymar adwuma export so we are dear power adwuma we mu na me say me chewa dear na ma de ba oji a eso de she glass na fe enchirima ensom na be bie eno ayen nkoma efu no ma de ba na I show speed enwa okowe game ni bi na okowe Spain and Belgium game no na I show speed am say on the match see dia wa hwemo na I show speed ewo in the game eno ekos na ho ano mo so yesoma ye Ronaldo no Ronaldo boot our the ball World Cup no what the suma say omo fan come ne fan because I show speed what Ronaldo achi our World Cup be bia Ronaldo be ko bia odi achire enti enra what the boot and mono Ronaldo boot when they say Uzbekistan okay when the ball the last game against Spain okay enti Ronaldo nie na I show speed say or match enti sa boot we no the common match Ronaldo adamfu I show speed any why are dead because Ronaldo didn't boot a man where Ronaldo boot or so yeah I want the World Cup and when Germany man shows me also Sunday or the Capo match akoyi or Kobobo or Koyama boot akotete kofa kwese glass na Ronaldo I kono and come for the man Ronaldo say o so the Messi ko Portugal one national team na man for say na Ronaldo no be retired ban because a customer and some throw from Otabusapa and for football loving fans so more game no womu bisa with Ronaldo age no ene mre a Ronaldo edeba retire na no twabi bon centroni bi adana press conference cause the masa mo be sama dem no retire me 28 years ago ana debia na mo bisa da ben na Ronaldo ebe retire enye na meguso bo na Ronaldo as a Portugal new manager a obeya adwuma Jorge Jesus ono ana be fa adwuma abo edem na Portugal mai na ose Ronaldo so ono coach no Jorge Jesus no otimi coach at the age of 71 any Ronaldo esu betimi abo at the age of 50 tieniyo was so no manager no 71 or da so coach na ye bonaba so esam coach am ye de adwuma mana Ronaldo ebetimi abo until 50 years anon ensem a wodi atudwado nsem ni na no enso de bana chese 2030 ye be sam Ronaldo e World Cup no mo eno ayen koma ise Jorge Jesus no wodi atudwado nsem ni na no atem na ba omusa ne say na Ronaldo e all my problem e national team no mana because Ronaldo wanyini ana ninfie wode ne kwatena bencha enya sa ubu Ronaldo animti ano se hwe Ronaldo no wana ya adwuma anarsa o awo Saudi Arabia ana o masabesia na ono no wase wo bench Ronaldo 16 times awo anarsa womu ebo game awo nasa hono or bench Ronaldo 16 times and didn't want to mention Ronaldo some Ronaldo no strength and the air can dia Ronaldo or strength power no and some now want to me for age so and when you yemfanyini and atina bench no more and some another Ronaldo a national symbol at the Portugal Ronaldo a national symbol at the national team no and I am Koma Jorge Jesus what them not to do some no at the air banana we confirmation no our IG no am from Leguso Ronaldo 60 no Cartier Alvaro Ronaldo 60 no nra o like amateur nyoma and some no must move control manager any control and am dey bayo must start like nyoma like the post here na some mo national team and some no why I want something na no at Ronaldo and to be 20 on answer eboboko na mi kase omu team no enra omu training Emma, woman last training section of course, woman nature alba, and what and woman faces in Yama Cosona, woman said in Yama Bestia Quantitimo, and some any after say woman a training ya, woman to woman nature alba, and your doing some no, and the Alba Inigo Martinez, and Ra, when no Ecatimo, woman training no one some Genamo Dententia, or did to my Sarabia season, no, and Yamabeko away and Nigo Martinez and Como, and your Demna Bamamenko, and a Germany, another play, and no a German football Federation we not do and we meet in so the president of Bernard and Landorf one vice president your friend Hans Joachim Waski womu ekwe meeting na meeting na womu ekwe any no womu koya meeting no ewo New York hotel and no eye baby asa meeting no so womu ko sia Zozen club and after agent no Emma and komo so mo chose meeting no lasted for 4 hours and womu no Zozen club edu komo ni na ya juma we wɔn mu bɛsɛ wɔn dema no nan for bɛfa the German national team na for didi tuma na nneɛma nso mmɛkɔ kama na ɔn sɛ wɔn ne club ɛdi ka di nkɔmɔ wie but ne yɛ sɛ president of the federation bɛ sɛ wɔhyɛ club 1-on-1 na wɔn di nkɔmɔ ɛnu ka wo bi nti ɛna nu asa meeting no ɛkɔ so 4 hours a wɔn di nkɔmɔ ɛna contract no mu nsɛm yɛ bɛ sɛ ɔbɛfa team no na ɔbɔ adwuma euros a yɛbɛkɔ yi ɛyɛ one abɛyɛ adwuma na afei ɛbɛ ne 2030 world cup nso a yɛbɛyɛ sɛ ne wow de yɛbɛkɔ nti yɛhwɛ plans a yɛbɛtumi ɛdɛm ɛwini world cup ana afei euros ne nyinaa yɛ nkɔmɔ a ɛno nso mɛtumi ɛkɔ so nti sɛ wɔn mu kyerɛ sɛ nkɔmɔ no akɔ so ama yɛte sɛ ɔbɛba a ɔn sɛ wɔne red bull ana yɛ adwuma na red bull no ɔne wɔn yɛ adwuma no yɛsɛ gye sɛ ɔne wɔn wie ɛkɔ terminate ne contract nti red bull ɛbɔ sɛ fɛn Oliver Meslav ɛsɛm ɛne Jurgen Klopp ɛne ne kɔtena ase na wɔn di nkɔmɔ kɔ akyire paa na afei wɔn ɛte aseɛ ansa na wɔtumi aba abɛfɛ adwuma na no ɛyɛ nkɔmɔ a efi ɛwɔ de bɛ ado nsɛm nyinaa ɛdɛm na ba Bayern ɛbɔ bɔkuro no diamante ne sɛ wɔn kyerɛ sɛ yɛ panyinya nso wɔn yɛ sɛ wɔn bɛtɔ no permanent deal ne mu yɛsi a loan move diam sɛ nya deɛ sɛ wɔn bɛgye atum kra sɛ mi player no bɛkɔ loan yɛate sɛ Benfica aso interest a wɔn ɛba ne mu agreement bia no a Benfica ɛne Bayern Munich ɛnso ɛtuma agree ɛno for now ɛno yɛ de fi wɔ ɛnso mmate bɛde nsɛm ne nyinaa ɛnso de ba fibu kɔto a wɔse sɛ deɛm sɛ yɛbɛma no mmerɛ kakra the Belgium national team no moma ne mmerɛ bɛyɛ 1 year nanka ɔmfa ɛndwodwo no ho kakra nanka ɔnsa mmra back nanka Euro 20 ɛne 2018 ɔmfa ɔman no inside and continue say a proposal our day ma federation no so mo gitu ma san 1 year ne de and kwade ba gina ho me na fe wa ba beto so ade wo ma ko euros na ne nkoma efu ode ba do nsam ni nyina no and so na de ba Argentina a coach I friend Lionel Scaloni akasa na nkoma de atu don salami yama e de kotu da France and afi ne Spain wo mu enso emu baako wo mu ye candidate eso mbe wini World Cup no sa France ania Spain and the betimi agena san koma no anu mu sa Argentina coach no so nkoma na lami yama kan na sanete emsam no promo me favorite and Spain wo mu and France no mu baako and ye candidate wo mu ebetimi wini the World Cup into na lami yama enso aye adwuma no aye Argentina e coach no nkoma de atu da no nsam no etum neba na anu say o man criticize Argentina mino and your man for FIFA and Argentina national team and ye duma wo mu referees di aduma mu na san komo no and was man for criticizing wo mate de no so no to dwa na wo de wo kan say Argentina for ne de mu kan so mu ye team wo mu so pa abo wo so no obi anya ono so e de boba bonata so and ye sanete na de wo kan nyina ne say wo mu no se wo kase wiem e Argentina ewiemu no ane dia he dia ni wiemu no na omu focus a omu dia pitch no so na omu focus enye outside and for social media so ene media no so dia omu kasa pa obe so TV so no omu da so no omu di Argentina for time na FIFA you Messi nti ye di adema wo mu and wadi to da so omu no motivation adema Argentina for no so we do omu time ese ye wiemu ma wo mu and dia was motivate omu do omu take and negative no motivation ya dim ne san ko woni na no de ba on kwati ano mu game against Egypt va and so na can say no kwati Argentina ano ase va no say va na ba ball no ntimi wi abo no mo masa was is a referee na who cry be go va na va na kwatake na fe sa no kra va na be send decision enti denti ana va e wo bom a wo si awiem adimo bi Leonardo Martinez ne de yetia ne naso e clear enti za wo kasa na ho ani asan komo na mudi ni de ya kire nkomo kra anon ayensem efiwo enti aba Leonardo Martinez na kasa anu se wono so ate media no wo mu kasa so a lot of debate controversies ana ekoso na womu ne de matters no pitch no so adwa no mo said the coach ne kan sa pepe ana Lisandro Martinez adi tuta and say controversies ne de wo match me no focus no and so our pitch no so ne ansama if one ma de bon so mini Egypt na boy ema Egypt the coach fan say Hossam Hassan e dry pa was here no yasisi wo mu ana racism ema o ya symbol bi on say sa symbol na wo TV no so no e symbol gambola ɔyɛ wɔ pitch no so ɛkyɛ sɛ yimu ɛwɔ FIFA emu ɛne yimu ɛwɔ abrɔfo yɛ bibifo yɛne wɔ mu yimu nkoa no wɔ mu yɛ na wakɔdu fie coach ni Egypt coach ni wakɔdu fie na wɔdu fie no wɔsa gu so ɛyɛ sign no ɛkyɛ sɛ ɔsɛ ɛne saa racism no ɛsɛ gyae ana ɔyɛ saa ne sign no ɛwɔ ɛne ne balcony ayɛde saa nkɔmɔ no nyinaa no ɛwɔ nsɛm ɛde ma na no pe na Guti Romero anso nie Guti sɛ ɛne wɔn game no ɛbɛba so wɔn de Switzerland ɛde bɛbɔ ne ɛno ɛyɛ Argentina na ɔsi team no wɔn ɛnso ɛwɔ strength ano ɔse pa na de wɔka nyinaa no ɛne sɛ ade a Argentina team no ɛsɛ wɔn yɛ ho adwuma wɔsɛ wɔn akɔnsidi goals Messi no mo hyɛ players no maka ɛhyɛ goals no mo wɔn so kɔnsidi paa nti deɛ Argentina for no wɔn bɛyɛ against ɛne Switzerland ne sɛ wɔn bɛyɛ sɛ akyire wɔn bɛka wɔn to atwom sɛ de bɛyɛ boss no nfisa akyire rough sɛ wɔwɔ Colombia game wɔn bɔ tia Switzerland na wɔsɛ maase ne mu wɔhyɛ wɔn ahwɛ game na nti wɔn nim deɛ wɔn bɛyɛ ɛwɔ saa match a ɛno nso bɛtumi aba so ɛno ɛyɛ nkɔmɔ a wɔde atoduade ɛwɔ nsɛm ade bɛ na match no nyame adum a ahomakye 1 a.m. ana game no ɛba so ɛno yɛ Argentina wɔn ne Switzerland match no ɛwɔ Kansas City Stadium hɔ ana ɛba so stadium no anie na saa match wo ɛbɛyɛ 100th match ɛwɔ game a yɛbɔ World Cup no match mako 100 that's a match number 100th anie mama nka ne santiwe ɛyɛ match a ɛwɔ sɛ ne ɛnneɛma nso ɛbɛtumi akɔ so ade ɛwɔ nsɛm ade ma na anɔpɛ ɛwɔ ntwumadie so na wonim sɛ Luis de la Fuente wɔyɛ manager bi a sɛ consistency ne deɛm sɛ ɛyɛ adwuma paa o wohwɛ Spain ne dwumadi a ɔdi a so far ne game from Euros ɛburom ɛwɔ World Cup no mu no ɛyɛ 12 matches ana wawini wadraw 1 ɔlusu bi ɛno nso ɛyɛ manager no adwuma a wɔno bɔ ɛbɔ ne yie ɛde ma ɔman a yɛfɛ ne sɛ Spain ane ade wo nsɛm yi nso nade ba na Thomas Tuchel is a yarese nanumre woman so England woman in Norway baby kwamu pa na Thomas Tuchel bi atudo ase players a woman ya available no ene omuntimi mo amamen kan sanfama se Jordan Henderson dem so pra Joao Konsa ene ono de ene dem se Mohamed nso no so red card ntinya de se obetumi abom na full team ni nyina trainee woman aya adwuma ye pa na yebetie coach no se de woman ye hungry for gamer and also my so said woman ya bro for match no any players update woman ya fit and woman team na manager de kakra e dey atudie betie coach enkomo also ekope ene visit at the team no our camp for boys no motivation ahead of the game I know Basonti said David Beckham ene one of boys no our training Hurricane and afi Bukayo Saka and the boys now maka nyina no Jude Bellingham nyina wo sia wo mo and wo mo editing come ahead of match and no ebetumi abaso na Hurricane yi onsa confirmed Hurricane say Donald Trump yes wo no na koba golf na no question also 18 months ago and no and Donald Trump Palm Beach wo mu ball sa golf no na de working as we share no na man no brutal Donald Trump ya man for sia ekeka wo ma de ya wo mu twaboni o ni papa Hurricane confirm so one Trump is shy 18 months ago.
Invited me to play when I was Mike McGrath here from the Daily Telegraph. President Trump spoke very complimentary about you earlier in the week. He said you played golf with him. How did you play? And any mulligans on the day? I played all right, to be honest. We played about 18 months ago. He invited me to play when I was down in Palm Beach. So when the president invites you somewhere, it's a pretty surreal experience just to meet him and obviously play golf with him. His golf's pretty good, to be honest with you. I hope I can play golf as good as him when I'm in his age, that's for sure. So unique experience. But it was just grateful that he invited me down to play for sure. Mike McGrath here from the Daily Telegraph.
Na Hurricane ana omubusani sani go our World Cup mu no to sani so adu no ban ana ode ban so one target say obedi golden boot one na England ebe win World Cup 2 sa eni so adu no mienu ana no enso ehwe say ni ebesi ade amanintinu mienu what the golden boot no goals no de obehye pa Ocean so no na the England kwaje the major trophy no World Cup and ultimate no nkoma what they atu dwantie betie sankomo ni ato aso
much as possible.
Take a lot of credit for the development of Jude and Erling. Oh, maybe, yeah. You know the with Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund takes maybe a lot of credit. I'm not sure if German football can take a lot of credit, but Dortmund have played their role for sure. Yeah. What did Dortmund do to develop? Let them play on highest level. Let them play in a high pressure environment. Let them play in an emotional club who fights, competes in Champions League level, and give them game time and let them grow within this environment. Jude was an admirer.
Yedi Monfanchesa sa voice no Antinyama weno Thomas Tuchel na omubusa se the teammates mienu anu omubo awo Dortmund Jude Bellingham ana for player aye friend se Alan Hala wo mesia na anwue say na osi no ana ode sankomo enso di two down boys ni mienu meetings and anwue baso na Hala no wo metimi stop na manager Ezema in Norway still in so Balkan enso Kasai na coach ni nkomo di two just Halano ne stop ne di adding nemom all stop Halano ene ono nko na bo na players fufuro wa chira omo totontena e say England ebe o madwen so mo do omo focus ebe ko Halano so achire enso benyunu ye betie coach ne nkomo a wode atudon kwan a ene England ebe fa so stop player no sinye easy cra.
Underestimate some of the other players if you think that's the whole team.
Speak to some England fans and they'll say if you can stop Haaland, you can stop Norway. Do you think that is to underestimate your side?
There's no doubt that he is our biggest match winner, but I think you underestimate some of the other players if you think that's the whole team. Otherwise, he also needs service. He needs to be fed by other players, but you can't deny that he's a big match winner for us. You underestimate some of the other players.
Relax na Haaland no pressure match basu say I will relax na o train said the nyoma be sia konto na Asia wono aposti archers o train any match no nyame adoma na ni no ayo Haaland am yedin some bench onye na Norway for no mbusa supporters na ewo ne Miami Beach na supporters ni go pa enkoma ko so mbusa as a player ben and kamunya na mu betimi atono e de na be kan Norway so yetimi top player bi ba sen koma Viking e matim na player be ebi ball Hurricane ebi ball in Zlatan obi koka Zlatan ana kwa biso Zlatan is finished na sa kwa no sa Zlatan te sankomo ya na so be shipa yetie no
What about outside of Norway from a different team? Have you seen any players when you thought he'd make a good Viking? Some people have said Zlatan.
No, not Zlatan. Yeah, but he's not playing anymore. He's finished.
Hurricane.
Hey, I love that. Hurricane.
Harry would be a good Viking.
I'll tell you what has the least one is probably most Brazil players today. Yeah, in the junior like crying like a baby on the floor. No, you can't do that. Yeah.
Cunha in Brazil.
I think it must be Pepe Ramos. Yeah.
Great answer.
Yeah, they're fucking ruthless as well.
So what has no na Omateki Miami Beach. I hope omo doso Miami Beach omo start energize omo ho energy e was so omo bojamano pa na no way for no omo hadwe omo nie yebetie ekwa omo fa so sego omo celebrate no na nkofo be hadwe yinti omo we no way supporters. Bacho we England and yeshanity no way for no ana yeshe womunity no way for no na dasoma yate ensem tete ba no way for ni England from our Miami hono wo mu de ne di kan eyi edema no ti ha England wo mu som de ne ade ensem pino atem amana no premier later saba na yebenti komana afia to so na de free ho mame ene Kazuma reporter aba say Kazuma and so our Palm City say ewo anwade na ni eche UAE ana onu som ekobie ni new chapter why you did and 70 pd ba Kazuma and on was Premier League number 3 and no Diaba Arsenal team no mete SM Nyame Adoma Monday 20th July and Arsenal for no women so majority of players no and some other returning after pre-season no abaso into on the 20th of July and you say and the papa friend is Ateta and the voice and so that's starting after and you met my Kamania reporter if from my Deba Bruno Guamares reporter and Urban is Wakatre di how as Obesoko Munyano Maninko on person Diano Abe Alexander Isaac again be Momano Quine so Pequanqua Mumia Quine and some player no as unfortunately way out said you know Alexander Isaac a forcing way out no one on your sa into Moman na Moman and Com and no iron coma if from my Deba Crown episode movie and no Deba no Johnny Arsenal a Boboko na no Bruno Guamares and come on na mind you and so Diano says hey player near Salam Ados no anyama so na Diantia se manu anyan konyina no and he said once manu for no say yes see almost just bia so be kama Roma am for the near for the manu konye one on the door no manu konye do into na say player way and so not only off and no iron koma if Manchester United almost so yeah and so not the Bastoni as manu and so na besa hwe kakra omunya enya total off sad the name you heard the news na urban say manu interest in there say I come from our player and you say attention no Roma am for the manu konye and omu ehwese ne omu atom abekwa no mo prioritize say omu sam abeka manu konye and no aye report free as we dey badin 70p and so na dey bent manu konye ne one aye player say manu ehwese kwan bia so sa player we and so na betumi abade and 70p atom na ba Francasi reporter ban say Francasi say reporter ban so making it clear say Juve and one over join office ne dey be and so na ba no mo player ne dey yes say reporter eba and so the priority no and ya tom atudwa ate amanaro player and that's a metro no aye dey for no deba Atalanta o mo center back ya friend Giorgio Scalvini and so reporter ban say player no are ready as we change the agency baby o no yes ni agent no Obesa wasasa ni agency no na fe wono so adwane different agency and a reporter a free player no aswade bojiri say ni agent no omumwa no on say deals awodo ba your money di enti you run the agency na or call the same agency with player I find a dancer Dumfries and after Nicholas Jackson and a Piero Hankapie because Nicholas Jackson when you omanya and a Bayamunchi Kwakwakobo and to friend Mateba 70p and so Adeba Karim Adeyemi a player Barcelona say omanya bre na say bibia kama ya say enra coach no any player needing come ama say so omadia to nyame aduma next week and on so the medical and the bibia ebe koso e Barcelona and no Karim Adeyemi and the attendance some no ba enwa manager Hans Flick and after Deco personally omo boy no edin komo ama dia boy no omo peso ye Barcelona nyina wo maka no chese boy no and so ba Barca team no say me te say Jesse Bisiu akoda no Jesse Bisiu omo edine ba na akwawe ono so na dwuma na no wasepa na dimension say Barca fa no imagine say eden some omo fa player no oya winger na yerese ni ono so na ba betini dwuma ne kama ama team no na afenu ama kama ofi Club Brugge ana eba na bodrum ni akoda no wadi 18 years afei ana no so na hweti Barca fa no imagine say omo ade abranche Jesse and Bisiu eba na for be adwuma ne kama enso our wings adema Barca team no and we dey about the ten say Karim Adeyemi eba as Barca players no ebi na ko Ferran Torres reporter eba no say green light no wadi ama PSG bi ko akoda na oba no aba man ho aka enti say de say onu so ekontia say manager na de ma PSG Luis Enrique ena Ferran Torres awopɛ enti enkomo no ekoso ano aye defi aso de ba de mona enso na de ba Jose Mourinho reporter me say kan say wono say Antonio Pintus physical trainer every amaba team friend Madrid ebe stay enti Jose Mourinho say onuma dwuma pa enti Antonio Pintus ebe stay no area table enti say dem say Barca Madrid players no mo be dwuma Antonio Pintus about the physicals where dwuma no nso eye pa Jose Enra you catch us Sami Khedira and then the boys no matter do and no backroom staff at Amatima your friend is Madrid and no Vagdabebas womu anso makoho omunye we top coaches our mobile boy and Jose Mourinho ama Jose Ajumana Kokama and Jose Mourinho nie bibian som not anakwam adema Josa yati and some Bagiria Mensa FC Cologne say we bibia 2 years and Guinea Mensa Black Stars you play and say what could do Germany our no so 2 years and a Gideon and so any German club FC Cologne and so we are doing and 70p Alessandro Garnacho Chelsea obeko because the attorney said baby adwene die em say Chelsea ebeso mu eton na player no episode oko na ora Roma team no yase wo muguzo a wo mu ehwe na Roma person mo fa ne loan deal Roma loan no na Chelsea enso empe because Chelsea pesa wo mu ya deal no permanent and no aye de feel about permanent deal ana Chelsea person mo aye na o mo de fa player no aye Garnacho enso ade no nti yem fancy emra no kwabida formre na afi ento aso na yem fa analysis no emra ha aye Wontumi 101.3 Wontumi TV latest etwaso
eye wo krom pa
just Saturdays dey wa wani tia
ana almost see krom krom see no so go so cause we say almost starting ra and then right after see pon adwuma na ebi so koso ba bi o say so dey kokko ye dey kokko gym na see krom se na be ya
bibia dey general convoy
ye no boy na pe kra me be o masa start I just say bia so go so koso ti we thank God for our lives. We thank God for another day. We thank God for everything. A privilege, because obi won ma wonim cheo, but onya akwanya.
Thank God for our life. And he be beauty amaya. Coaching is also working.
Oh, but today
Carlos Quiroz.
We
was on resign.
Say, asama coaching edi ka de ba here. Every from pen for the babontin. Ebe kasa wo ana ye man say, and your man say nti say e dey na obeka.
So no let no di kan de ba one state is what resign. But Ghanaians and it really meaning to say the all throw the the contract 4 months no the morning go matches baso ene and afi enra match e course nti unsem nyina no ye behwe na ye didi ho komo kakaka na afi atete wo hye no so socials no so ye wo so na no pa betimi adwone ne nkomo no so de kakra wadwenkyra ba ye videos ne ye befa e wo number na ya pini live on TV nti wo de wadwenkyre e beba wo ye na landscape na wo de aba e 30 seconds mama ne emro wo kye wadwene do 30 seconds and wakatem naja wodi abanafi yedi ehun enkomo World Cup games and then transfers ye behwe na afi yedi enkomo da for say bibia boko de
yeah Capo
okay good and then am yasi na me enwere mu anu na mo me hwe games and right course na afi and then the enso a ewo ho any transfer stories a ewo mu kakra kaneja you remember game na dia
remember games so Spain Belgium game no and then there's also another big game a lot of headlines Ellen Haaland baby a to kwan ekodi ne pardon and then you
ni kromfo na akosia
onumbedi but England for me who so much sa me who so much sa story bi ho
okay
Japan Korea 2002 Tekinina was share go tia Italy for no or call back to Italy no more you did a free Serie no find out about that story.
Okay
Japan Korea
202
yes.
no
The Turkish guy taking Italy game no there's one story or return here no
more you did for Serie
me tracia na menya the flash of that story. Japan Korea it was intense. The club no maybe menya right Bologna or something.
Okay.
Steve research officer to menya the mind. And I've been thinking about this. Say Ellen Haaland let me England free man. Would they be that better and accept their fate? But let me go through the transfer stories. Money Kone to Manchester United. First of all, Michael Carrick a designer system na we. The back four no wa me hunu say Onya Martinez, Maguire, and then Lenny Euro, and then delete. Onya any partner should be able to full backs in a area back home. Be a person Manchester United come market. CC, happens to be the midfield for a very clear invisible reason Casemiro kwa why now didn't replace no o analyze Casemiro profile ni pa na o change kakra from there na oye e wo Real Madrid no at Madrid no bo Cruz and a Modric ho ban Capo ya no adu ade
yeah mo we kakra ma name say no ho kire no okay yeah
so Casemiro kono yeah one story
South Korea player
golden goal in Italy free
yeah
no about Perugia
Italy
and I'm terminating a contract after
so was Shegu at Italy
yeah
wow
Perugia
okay
so kind of loud but also catch him
and he also played 2002 Korea no
like a friend Anjun 1
at what net you take
golden goals at time na golden goal
okay
so she golden goal no but no Usi Academy Perugia
okay
and I'm terminating
to share goal ni tia wo mu no ko Italy so ko bon league no
bufu aba
no so mo hia no man no
na wa ka ba mana bo me kra ka terminate no so wa go na bo na say
zamu now okay that's it for that
so that's part we do Holland hona na my use sa example no
yeah
so Manu Koni a profile no me somebody makasa Carlos Baleba the profile no betimi abo Manchester United on FIFA. First of all, they're looking for somebody who will bite and energy. Betimi completely the profile of Kobe Menu. In looking for that, na me nim Manu Koni sa work up when mahuni ye pa and imagine call the club side videos for AS Roma or very strong or a lot of dynamisms in the game. Sometimes you na a specialist profiler and you're good. But error bia ni dey require obi say Makalele obi say Busquets apart from 6 you know position be na hu so mo bobiem they have always be akwakowi 11 crown mama 10 me kana me cash of Shenko ne Crespo mo ne Inzaghi mo 9 11 sema nyini na metia boy no but Manu Koni no profile no or a lot of dynamisms otimi carry ball no otimi progressive ball no otimi so a pass na otimi bo DM etimi bo 8 in elevating Kobe Menu as a young boy no Madrid chem say ne ball na wo ball no o ma obia fe tromeni so much as say no teletimi adi nkomo na kwa animu na boy no wo the power so be see aka na Old Trafford there Kobe sorry Capo so be it
okay
Obaba ya jwande jamu na hu odin papa because Tromeni ni hono kwa na me say kante ne beba and on nya nod no ne Adrian Rabiot enable when you want to partner Adrian Rabiot it means the defensive side of the job no it really not solely but majority part of the time rely on you Adrian Rabiot age you know coach the distribution and action insa and he said even attackers ni nyina akọ na opobi akobe follow kakra nyama ne Koni Adrian Rabiot be support as the last attacker from the midfield. Na Koni I say in staying, you need to have the capacity to read the game, the vision to understand where the risk will fall because there will be a turnover in the final third. They will lose ball. No, it is when I the lone ankle in FIFA. Meaning say, as I say, technically or excuse to defend without the ball. So Manchester United in FIFA, I've seen midfielders after midfielders from Paul Ince, Roy Keane, David Beckham. They have always been having players who mean ball, but players who are doing FIFA. And this is where this guy falls in a profile. About United, I'm going to come on a question. Transfers are here, Bruno Konin,
yeah.
Okay. Or a very good player.
Yeah, solid player.
Or a very good player.
Bruno
Guimaraes. Sir, on your Arsenal obeko. From last week, he bani na nkomono ho. Capo di nkomono air kono. Me share baby awoko obebo Arsenal. He has a lot of energy. Or aggressive. Obe complimentary. Or obema declare as I complete in as a midfielder. All of that but baby o free kono na me pese me kakra. Newcastle. He said we are just to some project na ba we yana. Ye jatum sa Silva da na praba be fa Leicester City no
yeah
e said the article no ye jatum Newcastle, PFI, Saudi investment fund de sika nam de be shemu no. Isaac way. Tonali way. Anthony Gordon way. Where are the boys? Newcastle, what is happening? I want me to a PG. No, PG what you do. I want me to the Man City mo ye bi Capo. Boy never call. But because of Isaac to Liverpool, no is in a resilient. Any or more bad preseason on my casa, yadi antessa, mentisa miniamo. Oh,
Entiso more macan.
Media mo trying to yam a crying, but I'm a boss now. As some mamma pressure, more bottom you no more jam crying, massa. But there's no glue to stick these guys to Newcastle. Capo, Ubia Jen Wako. Panibia Newcastle, let me define the project and the Atromo. Well, Arsenal for your player now, or a very good Ababomo. Carry my day media, me percent me trainer or Bobby Drew.
Yeah.
Has a flick in the dream come on. Nehoha, papa. And one makes me I can hoha.
Okay.
Nehoha, O Siru, one Siru. Boy, no, Rashford Sikano, Elia, the class. So say no, Capo, a dear Bemo, you must show or tank a cram for Talbot and tea. And you use Alvarez, a barber sotim. Now your Bob Gordon was so high. You had such Rafinha Saudi for the budget 150 million from home. Yeah. You G Rafinha 150. You bought a day me or left or Gordon or left. I forgot into left.
Okay.
Lamin to right here. No man far we know. I'm to Alvarez echi.
Hey.
Couple any shot.
Hey. Go for home chiru.
I suffer for no so kaka eh can you shout.
Go for home chiru.
Okay. Gordon was who?
Yeah.
I don't know Vivian and a Lami wa ha. Alvarez on top. Pedri and a Frank.
Hey. Jumanesi. Basa.
No move na ye no baby me de pa ye. Abra ye sha say ye ko Alvarez on. Now let's go for the day. You say no pressure no Alvarez. So right now no yet sort of women. I'm telling you Alvarez. The combat do rough. Who project in economy? Yeah. Nani be do brutal. So Capo. Basa ni sika. Basa ye ye miam. Ba metima ka say Karima dey me ni move no. Ade me de pa wo ho anya the technical excuse or the back on board. Without the ball what he offers. Ade o the ball ni nkura no. And the dienya because you press it. Opponent bia on chedanya de obobon want to drop a ball back line next year. If you will be a better presser, we put pressure on the ball holder or top one. Bon emma. But me budget to say Lewandowski at top where that press it. But first of all, why would you demand so no pressure center back Lewandowski at this age? And I mean Lamino, me man start this side jumano. I wa bring microphone can ho. So Anthony Gordon Adoyemi Lamino what the average the can one e ba say e press be defensive pressure for defense so your back line so and it's going to be massive Capo. Me transfers in there be the best yo okay enra game no na me pese me cost na me de enade no awie Capo enra Spain na omo bo de me can say e very normal. I went for free one but Uncle Banisa
yeah
Michelle Spain lineup no na coach na a bench Pedri. As far me can say coach na right. Name so lose game no dey be ba so. Lose game no dey be ba so but oh you right. Two players back come here rest. Oh Spain team we say mo. Back e Lamin and back e Pedri. Capo. She adwuma ya ye yusu ye honam ye yusu ya adwene mo supported by ye honam. And I want to make it. Ye adwuma ya ye te ka say. E ya adwene ye yusu mo. Body ne dey e kakra bi but it to be ahu o so na pa na obeba now crap say frost station atiko na ka dey o dey ajo home ana se kensu nto
as any amaduma
utwi mu akafo twe now send stories yiba ya na pese me block okra but as so sorry but these guys no omadwuma na mo ye no omo the body no e na adwene na ye sheba bi Lamin e free call work up baje ho sensem and the demands I mean physical demands of work up so she Paraguay and France she Morocco games on bomb ba it is one physically on reach optimal level no now say the work up on see abesera ko preseason see season bie oh one company na obo we are fishers no aroli tam bɛn na abɛhome nti sɛ ɔkyɛke game no paa no a tama ne yɛ follow game no Capo players bebree no wɔtumi bɔ duru 35-40 mu but sɛ wode akyɛke midfielders no N'Golo Kante wɔde mfie sɛ a wasan Casemiro wɔde mfie sɛ a ɔfiri Madrid na ɔpɛ lesser intensity abɔ Manchester ni Europe into ɔkɔ hɔ ɔbɛtumi adjust league na ɔde aba competition no ɛdɔɔso na so dabi ɛyɛ mekɔ but first na kama Edgar Davids ni seed of mo bɔ no kɔduru a mo bɔ kɔ akyiri paa o Frank Lampard ne Gerrard mo bɔ kɔ akyiri so Pedri the coach in the rest no I was okay but I had a sense of feeling be say so mo lose dia man for question no game no there Belgium ya there the man for Kenya na say Spain are not really of the highest level but am I reached the quarter-final stage since 2010 since Omaji World Cup no in South Africa stage we umma me drew bio 2014 eyenim guase 2014 yenya Van Persie flying header no Casillas try na na ball down it no 2018 na nye 2018 Madrid confer mu coach omu yire do kwam no okay and now 14 no one of 14 18 no Madrid fast Spain coach e ma okodi nkomo no ma okay sorry bisa
pa
it hasn't been well for Spain and so ka do break how hwehwe say omu key playmakers omu key actors in besi form and number 2 World Cup Nico Williams way
no
Alex Bain and Ebo Nico Williams me na me ka some we say trust say your case be no me ka say la me ni potential no was so see Nico e ma say the messages send be gu me so no na me hwe say Joe Kramabo as me jata asem we di on babo me say no say Joe me ka potential no silly no la mi no so owo ni ma bebre see Nico be ba onya challenge Oba World Cup wa Nico even la mi nya standard ni Mbappe a reverse argument no before you become World Cup no na man for him say Mbappe ntimi nya form wo no but la mi nya standard ni anya la mi standard ni level na him say World Cup we there SSC form nya level ni but I don't think we should rush too much 18-year-old demands all basa the why must Spain say no so about World Cup na unya hunu so far Capo na still the team no quarter final krana I think enough no he's still young I think enough let's talk about the age mate for the World Cup more deciders how many of the teammates they decided for the countries check mo decide Hurricane ni tipens ni
Penifon kwa
Messi na si from the Argentina from kran na way Pablo Torre way Master Antonio way we ba Europe way Master Antonio twa we mpoa ba ko World Cup no ay pese we no force ni Mbappe mo Hurricane mo Messi mo at the task we are not fair check mo Norway Haaland me boa France Mbappe England Hurricane Ghana yoy
Jordan
Messi way oya de introductory World Cup the man expectation na was so the man but you don't expect said we see how rubbish shoulders with a man for club football no any injury ne pubaja ho sense no buy no say si form Mbappe shetre no shetre that you no be fair Hurricane Bob Brace that be he is still 19-18 years. How many World Cups naka? You are a man Mbappe said you Messi baby or Ponyana no one, obasa akwaba. How about Lamiyama? No, let's calm down.
Okay.
Let's calm down. He's still playing. And now check his Spain rating. He's one of the highest rated players on the field. And now he is one of the highest rated players on the field. And then Opama Lamin can't share De La Fuente say, Coach, I said, I said to me hamstring and not to me. De La Fuente make dim the hotel room. No, I catch all.
Trooper.
England. So do last 4 no. A blessing the mom. I don't think England beat Major World Cup.
I'm best be 4 no.
Last 4 no best mommy. Last 4 no. A best mommy for England. Yeah. Oh no,
we had already on the trap.
No, we bet me a mafia England and yes me emoji be.
Di yankasa.
But di ba ko pe and ha no way for no. Almost strength no attack.
Yeah.
supported by midfield defense no muamre but muamre no England mbro mo so sa e wo mo so defense wo that brings Haaland into the conversation in as much as no way defense no be among Hurricane edi Jude Bellingham edi won komo no England so actually when e close to Haaland no I want to understand this maybe she Haaland o mama me goals no she two goals no she tia Brazil no kwa na me fam komo nsi na me nua mo 2 goals no they no Stivo here no say Stivo or Messiah say era radio one here no be ntimi Mbappe sa na e point na me say Stivo sabra biem finishing na wo kan dia maybe oko World Cup Mbappe ye say wo hopa but ase opani di okabi era but club football no you can finish a Haaland so hopa of the highest quality backward in the night backward in the tea backward inside the box backward outside the box. Let's speak to these goals. First of all go we on start ni yansha Haaland mention cross no yansha Haaland wa ha hold it here mention cross no baby free ba no ya na me catch Haaland say baby me catch ya o nya Haaland me catch ya o say baby a ball ni free ba no ani baby a ball ni eko no a 50% importance but first of all baby Haaland she nipa best sentem
I say 5 in 10.
What's a no way ni bia ha na ho say
6 cra
me koye force line me koyi Gabriel free ho me koyi we free ho me ko engage we on the best of let me go and distract Marquinhos na Haaland in foul there be o Haaland man distract obi am no he has the physical to endure omumu ni no ba bia ball na fa we betimi no endure so what you forget ba bia ball na we will deal with that but check Haaland movement o ha say all say 2 center backs wa twa omumu enu ntam no ogina o Oje tu ni ntam onyan fa baako so hwe di Shadow Kimbo play no hwe Haaland di men kosoro ho soro ne that's why area across watch Haaland now hold it here Gabriel is aware of Haaland onko na chikiti na hwe Gabriel jire and we ni kan iye oni say o ne Haaland be kosoro hwe Gabriel
go ahead there asoro
mo na onyina ho ha aha say ni Marquinhos afiri nkomo no mo aha ne friend say e won ko an unyame and so deal with Haaland
101
England actually why na betimi Haaland wabulu no ono ma gain na mu nim di Haaland e ba
okay
the England be ye e omo block ball na be free ncha ho de ba no
source no
the England be ye e omo block source no nti ball we no so my your analysis here pa make make sure say just Spence betimi start game no e will left back
okay
because ono nko if the coach wants to defend no obo anything Ghana counter na no osuro no what's a Ghana osuro counter na obo just Spence well and later Nico O'Reilly because offensively Nico O'Reilly defeats the system but defensively if he wants to watch Haaland here watch him here now you understand this also on number how many players monko you tied in nantie e describe it attack be e Messi onante oso onante na dwene tumika oso onante ona wo hwe ne na dwene di speed up
wo festival ko say ani
yan ko ni second goal no so ni free ase no obre na ese kubukubu
sure
she onante o oso onante na dwene speed oso onante yes bo no
obo no di trim
second goal no so no or the nine right no and a cushion ball no and on the left no a small one call low corner tonight the England be here be bom pa enye how to stop Haaland
breaky source Haaland
now they should stop their crosses almost stop crosses now e be force Haaland ma referee box no akwa ball no be a ball okay how the community but in as much as you allow the crosses you can't stop Haaland in the box
okay
now ball no dey na nine share no and I said this guy shadia wa enu nie oh 2 touches pa we and also 2 center backs ni jira ho we reverse angle no konya long shot no my ya ka be hunu 2 center backs ni jira ho o de for I think enu nie so Haaland there bro
the stop na day
for
no cry away
the stop na day
yeah aware of
Matisse so mo ma gain you mo she be on 2 center backs no yeah at this point then I just all block board
yeah
but Musa wants a hand fan of the ball near two she be the one to low corner
well in England for each no o me show you say the work
2 teams in na ball goes bebem me hu no say betimi akotutù na penalty say wa extra e decide ho
but still na England beko
no me dem akoma person beko me na come person be ko but I say nyansa mu chere say England bet me ayi we mo
okay we da say wo
me person mo tweba ko
really ye be so mu ko na sa o mu ko anim ye yu
e se na kaka fa ye ni pete ho no da so o me mu
aha no de enyo o mu yawo enu wo no na nko o mu ben ho
ani mo so mu firi mo kasa we sa conference ya aha na ke sound
wo me da say new no still bray na efa kakra be so wi ana mizan so aba na ya be din komo enne games ni bi e wo ho no anso ye match sa ye boy ye so hu komo sibo nti
Capo me da say ni esi wo Newcastle no it looks more like I say encrophobia na ashada akoshia aye a cartel.
Okay.
So omoba prevent the emergence of another Manchester City. Because Manchester City after Tassin Awatra ja team in the moon 208 we move by fire no. So players coming in. But the big boys are now English league in the felt that we be a DBA intimate standing the test of time. But Manchester City, Etimia building on what be say now they are a force in the Premier League. It is if you are talking about anything in the Premier League, and then even in the UEFA Champions League, but before no Montesa.
Yeah.
Sana Saudi investment group also buys that is how they want to operate. But unfortunate for Omono and say back in 2008, you know. Na financial fair play rules and nyoma restrictions be in Nimusa. So Newcastle Jumano in as much as person omo peja team no drew level I was say drew no intimi anya sa because they don't have the luxury of the big name managers, big name boys in Basa.
Yeah. And
you quite the other way around. You for more potential to step up in a year or two. And Omokofa, Isaac, Afa, a couple of good players. Last season, and Liverpool force Omoji Shark for moment 3. I'm out here and say, I will not play again, I want to move.
Yeah.
We and him say, Omakofa one with a Ababishim. And Omunya Watamada from the Bundesliga. So then in the Newcastle, a save and sound. There comes Spurs, so Pesandro Tonali. Tonali, a player. Me, I see him as a grade A player. He can fit in most of the European big teams among midfield.
Yeah.
He's a player that me and Kasa personally I enjoy watching him because my shiny year power Syria and Muansana Oba. Newcastle gets hold of Tonali. About Champions League, you know, consistent seasons of about 2. So it is a sign of progression. Adiane lucky who is the manager because Manchester City started say the quest to dominate Europe and as a Premier League, you know, there were managerial changes. Supremo and Iverson at some point was managing. Changing the face of players, Elano, Joe, Benjani, Wariwari. They had Steven Ireland. Those were the players that are not for Manchester City. And changing managerial face, you know. Marcus Beye, Bidru Baby. And Roberto Mancini, Bemo, Omobejo, First League. And from that point, no more build the graduate. We know, Oma keep you hold of Eddie Howe. A typical English coach, the Ebeche, and son will drew slow baby. But uncle, ya build your drew baby. And I'm for the woman years so. And they ask and I say, Ope Bruno Guamarash. I also say, I communicated to the manager, he wants to leave. So, I be a projector. Send your more MVCG. So the next Manchester City. A lot of factors. Etiao. Muse Omokofa Mazambi, my player. I think the World Cup that boy, it's very good. Mazambi beat me about no about a season 2, and then he would want to move ahead. So personally, I feel for Newcastle United. I am one of the teams that I enjoy watching them because of how they play the traditional, typical English style of football. I enjoyed watching them. But I'm plan new dreams on one of the Manchester cities. You know? They may not. Because how do you? Because Manchester City offer players, you company chair or offer Vinjeko and offer Aguero, David Silva. Yaya Toure. They were able to keep these players. Yes.
Yeah.
But we are not quite different.
You're always trying to keep players.
I feel for them. There's sometimes you need certain caliber of manager. Say Jose Mourinho Tonali ever trusted Mourinho to stay. Those says he care but who is the manager? That was a smart move for City and they Omabedru baby Omadruno. Spain I make it to the semi-final for the second time in their history. Now Newton can't say maybe about success of clubs and then national team. Spain your Maya or dear say about Euros now. And they can say only the reigning champions of Europe 2024 but World Cup history then shed the need swag be asa until 2010. Now we share route to the championship and as the World Cup they scored only 8 goals throughout the competition. They lost to Switzerland. If you walk on Obi 1-0 and the competition. In fact, beginning of the World Cup, now share and near Koso other nations beer ne we are say come who send me not Spain here least of the favorites. But Spain the baby Omodri omo abatrese me point I make can be say you always need a team, not a group of stars. You need a team. France team your mobile World Cup. Capo. If any team no more now say share a group of stars, nekoye stardom no they will fail. Spain foreign in Namunka Kranka Krasa. It took them the 6th game and San Omo conceded goal. That shows a sign of a very solid team. There's not enough Newton chair about their defensive mechanism. That has been Adi Omodenam. Say, yen kita bono. So when you ball now, you are of no threat to the team. So they played very well in the game. But you need game changers. In Real Madrid, season the last Champions League, Omunya Huselu. Onyo wadiu starter. You both didn't say Jiska Kotona Hontono. I know only player Obama a lot to talk about. But a game changer. Why is a divoke or re? Or that na bench on a time in this one. They have their time. Obamubia will be changed. Those are the kind of players that you need in your team. Belgium am back to the party until the last 2 games here. Almost Senegal and almost US. So and a vintage Belgium side and here say also maybe the last breed of a fading generation and you and normally new ones need be better. Into share ways when you cram, ways when you signs of a Chiluka couldn't meet or bench a woman but that was the best way Mugipa and friends
Sandy Lamons
announcing himself to the world. I feel for him.
The boy experience pa no BT no.
But me blame no bebrisa.
Okay.
Okay, first goal now. A similar thing they see, which means Belgium defense their awareness to danger. I idea never form. Because every defender say ball clear corner ni goalkeeper so instinctively the ON say he will try and shield every space at ABA on Russian attack and benya, but they were caught ball washing. And Fabian Eshe first goal.
Kubasi short no
second goal no. So Spain about World Cup here or the dean. Yan can't send be inform slow but sure and omodina mu omodeko. Sani yebe lyrical about France team no. And yes sani about the Spanish team. But defensively they've been strong. And almost goals I get to over the line. They had to do it the hard way. And yes, no cheap. Because against Capo Verde, see Ankasa Spain team no munya. But in through the light. Some match na Capo Verde the ma Spain. Any other team will lose that game.
Sure.
Argentina game.
Yeah.
Any other opposition will be share Cape Verde for you ground and born on mobile World Cup. Almost share a blasters even Brazil will struggle against them. Yes, into Yeni and Kohosa says Spain for an yard. And throughout the tough games, or many Uruguay about you. I will group them. And no qualify Omunya. Yeah. Into the first time in their history, no Mojo World Cup no Crano. Nanya flamboyance is how they had the best stars in the world back then. David Villa, Fernando Torres, David Silva, Juana Umoni, the Puyol, Ramos, Piqué. Juana Umoni, Mascherano. They had Alonso. Ika Kesia.
Liverpool, Mascherano.
Alonso. So many Liverpool. Into that year 2010, when and I what team I have flamboyant players, sir. But I need the vibrance of Omudino. I am getting the job done.
Yeah, of course.
If you make a choice, as a team in 8 goals, Nigeria World Cup, unbelievable. That is the least goals that any champion. Our World Cup ready at you. So you need to Spain in but they are doing the job. Lami Yama Kasa say France, who's wrong? Boy, no arrogance no mepe. Unso on Kasa ntia obi a o. Okasa out of self-belief, any the team ne. The person ya na say we know about World Cup no with injury on shining sir, but then glimpses of a brilliant player.
Pushipa.
And Roma Doku share ball ne che.
Taking you on pa.
Or a typical Dombo tester need you. Sir, Dombo take confidence in it. And you be no, but I can't new mark a crabby.
Or I can't one.
And no, I don't know, Jumanesi. So the Spanish team, I knew they were going to beat Belgium. Even though Naminim so conceded. Because Belgium in the last 2 games prior to that game, no match 7 goals. But almost conceded. So Spain deserved to qualify. And they played to qualify against France. No, Yabeji break akra. Yeah, premature. Judgment behind who is going to qualify. I support. I am full English. And
so
I want England to qualify. Me who tournament England akwa. Oma body oma kuma room to set tournament way.
To support oma kuma.
Me power myself.
Oh, okay.
Me power myself for the fact that. Omatimi amo league na dominate wiase obi age atum ze omo de ne na ye no enough for
omo ni made ton
omo nim ye
omo ton omo hu ye
the organization oko Britain spelling is different oko America omo de ni different you can say burger a German burger US burger and UK burger. Actually, na Kuwait for burgers in Dubai, so burgers are different.
Oh, can feel so much in a deafy. It will be idea.
BBR, they want to stand up. Never be Antonche. Or my idea. They deserve a place in the semi final. Against Holland, Norway,
Mexico.
What can no, so what many Mexico for no ball, not 3-2 Azteca altitude. Charlie. The game that the English played, you know, me who tournament or they deserve a place in the semi-final, and I'm supporting them. For the issue of Erling Haaland, the best team to stop him, and
England for the must stop him. Tiana and we should be bad still. England attacking defense against Haaland.
Obeshe go. But the best thing to stop them so the goals in informal qualifying. England. Because game is no more boning in still the Norwegians find a way to feed Haaland. So maybe I make for be a 2-1 victory for the England.
Okay. Now we have this move. Okay. But I see, Supremo didn't know, Mizaya.
I think, sir, this is what the World Cup brings, especially when it comes to stories and history between nations or Mobeshia, at this level. That is the reason why when the Dutch met Netherlands for not ABBO.
Yeah.
When they met the French, ABBO. When Ghana met England, ABBO. The reason why the World Cup is the biggest stage we are seeing in Adebia Mekase competition we are seeing BR doesn't come closer to it is how beautiful it be cultures so the tray. Now one of them will have to deal with the way Norway Ebobo it has become the famous normal rule no be a almost.
Yeah.
People believe there are funny and beautiful stories which they remember about the Vikings and the Kingdom of England. Now, the thing here is Vikings does not only relate to Norway. It is that dream say a Vikings and Vikings in Norway from Kwa and Tesa. Vikings are a combination of the Scandinavian countries of Mokabomu to become one force. Fight it. The Kingdom of England.
Okay.
Now, involve Sweden for. Involve Denmark for. So, who could the ancient Englander? Those days are near all Wessex, they created another town, another kingdom in England. Those days, it was not even united and in England. Because who could the history of England quite fast so for me now England and case from the Anglo-Saxons.
Okay.
See I case the Anglo-Saxons are the Anglo-Saxons no Anglo-Nigeria for the people that come from baby I form more Angles.
Okay.
So Angles no yet term say currently I mean would din komo no or more and the northern part of German. Now or more believe so more crew no a shaped in Angles. It near to mudi angles and a Saxons for no so ye or more Christo soon in your manner did you more no modi to quite. So the Anglo-Saxons no be cabo more mobete kingdoms be brene a be cabo maybe England. Initially they were three. They were the Anglos, which is the Angles for no. They were the Saxons and you the Jutes, but Jutes for no more also. It after the Roman Empire, a free England, no, and I say a free Britain, what you call Britain, no, and as Uncle Fukumi and Sawi, ebe occupy assassin. Ome occupy assassin, no better what we call the heptarchy. Heptarchy near the rule of 7 kingdoms.
The rule of 7 kingdoms.
The rule of 7 kingdoms.
Okay.
And no more Wexes, or more Mercia, or more Northumbria. It is only moving now who's on your model East Anglia. Those things are. Or more ananya from the heptarchy.
Okay.
So the heptarchy, you know, be Cabo Bay united before me what we call England.
Wow.
So initially England is no Kruba Kwanesiwo. 7 kingdoms. And a be Cabo Mebeti England. Now, in terms of its invasion, this annual man, I'm for G2 said there be as a North Sea na that one be bring no way for be fast so be gidi be kunto kwanya that by no crane say the first arrival on the shores of the Anglo-Saxon kingdom no Oma maso mo be kunto kwa. It was for trading. It's no way for no mudi ka ba asase no so ma say be kunto kwa. No mo ba no ma be ton odwan ho huma kakra. Because our ba obe here be their ho. Because they were fishermen, no more the fish so back akra.
Okay.
So it was purely trading. So Vikings invasion in Bamu later on later on in the BPM. Then no crown or more invade England more no, in terms of their coastal areas no. Norway, Sweden for invade Dane for invade because the first Vikings raid no crampo no baby a sea no is was Saxon land so which is a honor monastery by Capo. Yorkshire, the entire America same about be them because the first Vikings or moving Norway or Mobamba occupy land span in Yorkshire and Lancashire. Okay. So the color Yorkshire and Lancashire when Manchester United in the list.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It was a baby about war. Ellen Haaland was Leeds. Leeds is related to Yorkshire for the House of York.
Okay.
Iti omone buy no ma be settlers oma be yankofuku omo buy say e bia ya ba be Viking ya betutu nyoma be fa gold ya be fa trousers enti ekọ ye nya adwuma ne biem Nemum omo bae no omo betena. So English and even the old Norse kasa na omo kasa no intertwined. So omo two countries omo shaped by history. At a point in time they were united by the North Sea, but the name Premu na bebre na atena hode anyinyini na be abusua no omo be baako.
Okay.
It is the game they are going to play is literally a game between Nkwofuku mienu a omo ni mo pa. So my main phone call video be a send Shadrach say a game where the ministry or the defense ministry of England find the interest to
a game way.
So why is it that way? It is a both video now. The first capture was the North Sea at India because it was what binded them together. Okay. First scene in the video is to capture the North Sea.
Okay, on a combined woman,
because I see it was one of the busiest. Say flight in Nyama.
Okay,
it was one of the busiest routes between the old Anglo-Saxon kingdoms and the Scandinavians.
Okay,
Omofaso trade, ahemfo faho, nkofo bebre faho. Now, the reason why they are so much enthused about this in terms of their defense near say, or hey, I know catcher said there be, I can see the Norwegians, they are worrying. That is how the old Anglo-Saxon kingdoms saw things. Omujina, omo fought in the Southern Yomasua, almost the Vikings in a batin and catcher said there be. Yes, she share in your mind because if you go back as far as 865 AD, that was when there was King Alfred.
Yeah.
King Alfred time, they not all tried to unite England, but it's the Kingdom of Mercia, Kingdom of Wessex, almost fell into the hands of these Vikings. Almost falling almost into the hands of these Vikings. There was only one that was surviving, which was the Kingdom of Wessex.
Okay.
It was on the back at this land and the Bisumu on the back combined to overcome the Vikings raid over England. And on beto mokai. This is a war that this time around it is not by the North Sea, but it is on the field of play.
Wow.
Because they invited football in the 19th century.
Oh, nice one. And then
the leader
and
the funny thing is the leader I know be who say oh yeah because those days they united and brought out kings because the first king will unite the Scandinavian countries, even in Norway, King Canute.
Okay.
The King Canute ni power bokuta se King Canute ni Ellen Holland. Because sebi on about England, ya be won lease.
Yeah.
One of the towns and answer countries and answer a bia Norway Vikings for the buy no. It is a open true and true lineage of a Norway Viking. And you bet me trace your back with a first occupanta. Ellen Holland and him. I can say we
a true Viking.
We be.
Okay. And yeah, very game.
Someone Makadi.
Yeah.
Odegaard. Wakone number be ani awon no akofa Spain no aba. But when it there.
Yeah.
Ultimate trace line no say meet for no.
No the papa na buy no so obetena ho.
Papa na.
Tomo di omo abusua pa.
Omo abusua pa.
Okay. Omo di ni mani
yi. But I think the quality of this English team in this World Cup has been underrated. Yes. Your funny say also obi imagine World Cup be na say Argentina, Spain, France. You underrated the quality of this England team just because people feel like when the Casasa so they be a fan could do baby. Name Capo. I think among four should be wary of this English team in terms of how they are quietly coming into the scene of conversation. That game as a Azteca no. It's a game where it meet turning will be tournament around psychologically, physically, how you approach things. It's one of the most difficult games will be in the World Cup. Atmosphere, altitude, quality. Be now facing and then it's all game where facing your mouth but it will be a few. So for example, Oko face team you facing the quality on the field. Maybe off the pitch you are okay, you'll be fine. Maybe the altitude and the weather you'll be fine. But when we no moko face, people even thought say hono enye. Now they overcame their fears on that same ground. Because Oko Azteca on it has the history say ho and Maradona ko share the hand of God.
Go no.
So England ya odi kese pa e wo mabla bo ma be sin omunya mu kasa no e sa stadium no mu ko hu no. It's a muko ni nyina no. Enkomo first stadium no nyina about the hand of God, and the homuko enye and omuko enye. Titi English players no munkomo mudi before that game. And look at their commitment to overcome that particular fear. Now ma trust ade na ko body atuagu. Mentally tough. And their big boys are stepping up. Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane.
Tabondo Mboyo. Same day you're born an adjuno Papa. And they have a coach. You see, the funny aspect of a lot of things that are going on. Omakofa coach is also free German. Now, this is a country that had a history of Anglo-Saxons. A Germanic for nebete. Okay.
It's England and Germany for no. I'm not for takas or mutemte. But a Kronan Gasatiano, or me traded and I could trace back. It is traced and equally to the German history. Till bit ma kwakoshe. No, no need bench or the mobile.
Hey, where do
it? Don't underrate Thomas Tuchel's England. Especially Thomas Tuchel will be a watcher say man out or hardring. The team with Paris Saint-Germain, the team with the Chelsea team, you can't underrate. Now the mommy Gini di Ukraine said 10 against 11 game ni me do some munya born a bono ko fa dan ben be gina chiro. Obo cross ni apem.
England free.
Obo ni apem. Ya underrate you too much. But I think they have quality to say other nations na e bo mu di no.
Only France for ne.
Because and then so Biaka say France will be say okay fine. Or Mbappe meboa. France will Michael Olise and all Dembele. And obi bo Spain din because of more wine Rodri. Mikkel Merino ma be fair chene la me yamamo. But now me no twetwe nkomo nsisi a ye di nkomo sisi no. Harry Kane no ba Europa center forwards ahodo say na ya de che no. Declan Rice, see a grade A central midfielders who we are separate with me Declan Rice a film or a Champions League finalist, Premier League winner. There's Jude Bellingham I acquire Ballon d'Or. Last season, the last 2 seasons, I cut top 20 near the idea on soon in the movie.
Yeah.
So we don't look at them, underrate them, and say no. Omukuta player Barcelona at 80 million euros. I mean, some funny my
team no underrate you.
And about Mankasa because the English media are not making a lot of noise. As an England team, for pressure and two show this say GBB. And the more dangerous.
To me, na mukakaka.
Why do you yourself money in the Musa? Me Mexico give me Jomo di Bruta.
Hey,
no, so I give them one Jomo di Bruta. I'm telling you, any other team under that circumstances, a lot of teams ebe bubu. I'm not for this. Every game no.
Game game.
The atmosphere and the intensity. Referee no mu kra na do no be na game na ya agene nsem.
Ombo pa. So much ne die. Mexico game.
A lot of national teams will crumble. Ebibe bubu. Ebibe bubu. The atmo ebibe bubu. Ebibe bubu.
Obemre.
It's adreno. I think Norway as well a very solid part because Ubotia France Ubotia Senegal Ufri South group no piba Ubotia Brazil she root no monamno. They've met countries in the World Cup history they are there. And they also have quality. Odegaard, Haaland, Nusa. I think Oscar Bob no so work up in the power by you. The technical ability of this team, Sander Berge, this is a game made for the gods. England will find a way to win. No way better track.
By the end of the day,
England will find a way to win. Trust me. Harry Kane, the boys, they will come to the party.
Wow.
Jude Bellingham, they will come to the party.
Okay.
And Thomas Tuchel also a factor in this case.
The coach be decide. Coach factor.
What coaching England team ne pa. Ubetumi aka de patch no. What coaching England team ne pa.
Okay.
Because proud to this tournament, no bia some more can say one fa player we anko, one fa player bia anko, one fa player si anko. Na no omo ne Mexico no. 10 against 11 nipa no bo 2. Declan Rice.
Tactically.
Game where bet my both team to score. England actually running chance so make a pick clean sheet. Gay constant money our boys no. But trust me, Harry Kane need Bellingham will step up. Obesi form. Watch them. And some na who matches war.
Argentina for
Argentina be boss Switzerland.
I
think Switzerland for how can see more pie so more Messi Mazambino. But Switzerland were one country own couple. Or money be a friend in between. That's Switzerland, and you don't know the Switzerland that will turn up against. You don't know against Argentina. You know, being the kind of Switzerland that will turn up.
Yeah,
trust me. Switzerland so more banners or mushia. Capo more banner mushia and found say Argentina beat match Switzerland 4. But muba na form ne pick the more so more bona game no mu mo a o metimi the game we akọ extra time.
Okay.
Akọ play penalties. O mo one stop one team.
To Argentina.
O mo ni in between. Antimia metia no cry, you don't even know the Switzerland that will turn up. They can turn up on a bad or metuma turn up as a bad team who will be that.
But no mo dey so a.
O mo yes, o mo nam ka so mo ni in between.
Yeah.
Sa team no mo ni ma dey friend say ene ye she kakra ye nyunu kakra. Omo hwia time kura.
Omo bonzo a feel them.
Me say omo betimi hwia ma betimi asa. Ebe enya wa okase bi first half Argentina kura betimi hwia 2.
Alodu mu. Okay.
Na mom so omo form ne ba. Omo betimi frustrate too brutal.
Well, even see.
But I think Argentina at this level, they were finalists last 4 years.
Okay.
Most of these players are still there.
Yeah.
The quality is there. Omo prove it through La no Messi say ahode no mo akunu ya din a
don't beat my BB.
I think football gods is going to reward us. Obadi can reward here baako. France Spain semi-final.
Yeah.
But mo besa reward here baako bi England Argentina. But only the man here who asem we say no. World Cup we breaking history bebre. There is a history that one say the last time enya 4 teams so mu nyina age World Cup ni bi da mo the semi-final of the World Cup in 1990 World Cup.
To ABC happen and
back. We'll go back to what happened in 1990. But normally in the last few World Cups, it's difficult to see the 4 semi-finalists are former champions of the World Cup.
Well, thank you very much. We will witness a game no and then and I feel now much and so about time brain now. Yamaha Lucano. Now, coach, Blaster coach is one resign. And he information on another coach. I didn't come out. I say, or see resignation. They say, on your February May. To stay coach the my Black Stars. According to statement, or not the buy and I'm a boy. Today.
Kakrabi fama yatie fo ofienes ye wudia no esia kona Capo yen so semfam free baby a udisi na the senior soccer national team the Black Stars of Ghana 24 etimi ekokofa openya fe no Carlos Cruz so mama yadwuma and 20 fama enfama World Cup no enya kona wie ema ni di statement tentente ba bonten se enema bi won ma awose ye niye enema bi won ma football no yenye no pitch no kwan so football no ebi won ma outside the pitch and some poker on a pitch so there no you sweat my Magana fortune is running about Sanenko Fopi every day means say be an coach in sweat my resigning now report and such etra can say coach no we do kobo bebre one next year Alvin and a do kobo now only do come on omusia and obisa say coach why are dear papa timer we be fair juma any juma we ya Magana we are dear pa na what resign and also no resign and so or the letter statement and the by sama coach no edituja.
You did a very great job. You did a very great job. Ghana is proud of you. That's your father? So you are giving him the motivation to do anything. So congratulations to you. You did a very but why did you resign?
I didn't resign.
We see a news that you resigned.
I sent my
message of gratitude.
Oh, no reason. Ghana coach, good job. Thank you. You did a very great.
Yes, no, so no answer to your Komo Kakra, and also 18 by what church miss on Rezani here. Now, you can't blast us on Komosa and Udim say, and pay, but him say, why your branch and D and some at the nurse and a Gideon Mensa and what you Marakra. Now, Udim say, observe Timon Aman farewell when I have farewell message, no farewell video. One more some 8 me at the ma, I branch of Gideon Mensa. It is another ready and question you take a Gideon Mensa farewell video. I observe for no, I had Yamano. Diama a branch of Gideon Mensa. Wakoko signed the contract jersey number 14 or say Diama FC Cologne Amabians Etwa County Bundesliga. Yebe Gideon Mensa sonos Etwa Bobie. Amanto channel Etwa Kamami Christopher Babonsu. And now Babonsu so after say Obayano one also the need same Chimia Nas Techiman. I want no free entry acquire. And ya Bishop Force Ekokosia ya Toponosia Brantie and ya Merewa Obia. And some Etmisia branch of Christopher Babonsu Yentie. Said the name and so course I will Kimia and right or touchman. Walk up on Sakis already a jatus from her and Untimacha and us 8 and then at 3:30 p.m. our cross posted the Mobia Betmakobi where a free bone to Yanyashi. We will Konoko support a black maidens. Now almost what my qualify everyone our nurse women's under 17 walk up and I'm also to don't send PS 80 for now animal. Unim say adoye enso atima koso enche ye beka de da you said the day akwakoya adoye enso atimi dia mama na maestro so akwakoya adoye enso atimi da woni large Mahmood Baumia Foundation obumi anu no wo foundation ba kwa na se enso atimi wona anu no ano akwakoya adoye 50,000 Ghana cedis ano mo so ade kokoma na samawe so omonye ntam omonye enfanta mata so na mpo game mo kokoba no wo so anyiro mo na opani a odi ka akwakoya adoye ni cheche mi say players ni here sika na brand new everywhere na girls na here obia Ghana nyina mo aside omo no so no omo foundation na oni Alhaji Dr. Mahmood Baumia enso etwa ni nya omo bua former players a omo nya ba bi na players a ekom di omo sabe na chese omo ni bibia no ana omo de omo so etinu ba yentie ekon fa so a ono square donation no
ejuma da
anonso kakrefu no bana ya hwese yebetie said ya neno enso sikoya ya don sempi anons 80 dam ya telefon ti sakis le radio na onso atima bo enso atima dam essence 50,000 Ghana cedis anomoso etimi koya ya don sam no enso 80 dam ya telefon ti sa radio obetimi dam me na ya din kobo kakra
na omoni din kobo sa ejuma dada but I said 3 days ago many ni bra the day you any person kasa and I'm only din ko say every time I say that show in your black ladies it's no you wa say through discussion many na intina we have support and also they deserve it because of no yadi and they need some of us say encourage so
okay, and that was the Baumia factor. So Baumia so a count to and as can with me in the other support. Is it from your association our Boston in Nana say it was a money from Baumia's pocket?
No, Mr. Saskan foundation mini Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Baumia control to me say on you to one we to other than Scabia may be later say me accountability no who say black medicine Sky the whole Ghana retired footballers or more the bigger or more yari or more call friends say how more every other brain says the same depression team now was started to sell drugs the show more your mouth for rehab now idea any doctor
come kakra no se fu no ba ya ton sama me tie fo na unim se black maidens o assistant coach aya Sumani Basiruddin na ono nso di nkomo kakra e de afa game anu etima todwa no na ne nkomo ono nso etimi di yan se oka e de acho bia sahwa masa game no wo ma mini game ne pa omo just a few knocks bi ana na wo camp na so se idea wo mu hwa ne mu se omo so betima to aso no more the Ghana are qualified to the next stage of the competition yentie sama odituja
we are ready. Yes, we are ready. We've been away in Senegal. We drew with them. We are home for a week now. We have been preparing towards the match. Our girls' commitment is very high. Our focus is very keen. You should see how our training. Yes, we are ready. We've been away in Senegal. We drew with them. We are home for a week now. We have been preparing towards the match. Our girls' commitment is very high. Our focus is very keen to ourselves. And I think by now, you should see how our training went. And it tells you that we are ready. Every team is a threat when we are going to play a match.
Na unim sevram e Ghana ya Premier League ni ani nkomo kakra. Na middle ram e WB United ni ani nkomo enso etimo WB United say we ko kopie wo WB United a gomatima qualifier omobalo Bobby e Ghana ya Premier League ni bi na ayam omu general manager anase CEO e Richard Intojan nyankasa we boss no na General Richard edi nkomo ni ebisan say Jani no not to sign after say qualify at the Abram or Ghana, young Premier League. What you say, Eritrea?
You starting season now. Now, no, say, boy, now you're born recruitment. And then, normal, this is not coming. They are in Sabeka qualification. FE Zone 1B. And lo and behold, do share the points gap by a dinner qualification now. 15 points, there was through. It's free honor. Let's say a shifty attention at the cup playoff. Yakobo Edietia Tamale City no. Na me nim say Tamale City o bo Premier League ni bi da. Omo experienced players, omo e wo team no. But na me Jimmy team ni bi say ball na ya bo this season no. E be ye dey say Tamale City bi team na ya bo. E wo say ball ni bi ya wo. But me show your preparation na ya ye games.
Yes, I know. I can create for number. You need be sansa. Say some boy WB Presby Park. You need to say renovations. And then you must also go so aircoso. So it was WB Presby Park. Now say, Ebia Richard say, I'm not ready. More alternative park. No, I am here. Infa. And I'm going to know. Say, more alternative. No, I am here. I'm here. Park. You
well, I think so. We feel it. Club licensing forms now. Alternative venue. It is the United alternative venue near Tichiman or Hiramia Park and near the Shimu. It is in case Ghana Football Association and a club licensing inspection team neighbor. Now, Oman is certified that Tichiman and you choose as your second home, but send your Macano any Sikaya Diashe a Jumanua and meaning say a Yabaya, Yababoy matches. Where the BB Presby Park. Nemum, the BC, and I went to me one wa heart, a chiman, and a second homa, each was here.
Okay. Well, we say, the before no member. Okay. Born the Omenaba, Ombebo. Na nyama bebre wa na mbo chanopa unsa brano ko na mbo chanopa no member na ya baba yi ho adwuma nyina o mo qualify above from no Positive DBB United win na be di o mu nya nkobo because omo so aba Ghana in Premier League kotoko they are yet to start their pre-season. Nation Samsi players no started reporting. Is Johnson Smith. Yes, Johnson Smith asaba. It will qualify on say honestly on say nation boy yo CAF Confederation Cup and Division 1. Yeah, into Odomu na eko. Nti ye hwanu musa bias ebeto akamati Capo na be da phone to aso.
Well, abda from where na mo me fa ne kakaka we 5 minutes we are na ya ba bo e video no so ama mo na Ghana fo adwen cheni bi omode abane no so ye di ehun koma afi wi a ye birthdays no so ye de honsem e de be ba na afi ye di amontia na wa hye no so edi amaminti yebewom na yedi nkomo edi kakaka na it was the Black Stars of Ghana mje coach no so nkomo kakra about the Ghana Football Association for the omuma hu about coach no example the door so pa new
So right now no who your problems na na say who
about
me Blaster who come na yidi say coach na okay
coach Blaster
na was say about you
tell me nyang baby na opese
Blaster
okay
who your problems na ye transfer coach na na to aso a ono fa de who ye mre say kokode a ne who say obi ani ho it's the next person oba no ye be di ho komo ye problems ni ye ni striker ye midfield no that so Thomas Partey sere so oni ho no ma ni 6 oni ho Thomas Partey ni ho ni 6 the World Cup ye Thomas Partey ni ho ni 6
Sibo mo ho
Sibo ko na about 6 Sibo to ko ka Jordan ho attack
she is winning so ball midfield man
ye wo nim ni de hu di e fa de na nkasa ye 6 Capo ye World Cup no Sibo ye ti push ana coach na push Partey on top so ko ka Jordan ho ko press
or deploy based on tactics
the tactics no man no role e wani mu ho me ana Partey bo ha it's me buza say Thomas Partey di ho a ni 6
sure
Partey di ho a ni 6 ade ne akono a hu no me kra coach no kra no menya alaka ode na dwuma ne si ho
konya nkonko
me bo na ba so kakra but ya kano I don't know Capo menya no na dwuma ne si ho
unfinished business if it was on meto asum wi a
unfinished business no say for now no yenim say on the selection no yenim so na ye collab no yenim o de wo sere enkomo no ye nya me sebe ne sa ne me bi wo adwuma ne sei ye bo ne sei ye boy say ke vede ko World Cup wa hu mo oba ko be sana ko Afcon ba ko to Comoros na Madagascar fo no Comoros ma ye fimu do ana refi de yu record na the boot na go keeper na ha Comoros ne ye fimu Comoros
owo mba Afcon no mo jesi grad o mo the numbers
World Cup qualification no na ye nim say there's a lot of cracks away your national team, especially Blaster no more and can resource bet me a paper a free a couple of resource in a map. You respect I show resource in a map. And map right now no. Or be also a kind of crapper or on kind of crap or you're honorable. I'll say the die soon in not generally team say or soon my Ghana no. Or kind of credit chance no your boy and koyi. No mabusa say okay ye di bo na chi ne domo nyina so ka say nkoye nti sa domo nyina so say bo mun nyansa na we need a fresh start Capo coach Akwesi Apia e de kodru Afcon 2019 knockout stages tinkomo yo coach Akwesi Apia o de kodru knockout stages of the Afcon administration we say nearby say coach performance or form tinie coach Akwesi Apia knockout phases of the Afcon or they could do administration way a buy you know asemonyade coach Jaju so apart from the knockout stages my catch say one of the best coaches out one my player after player a coach Akwesi Apia on my kudu so ebenezo fermo lumo agbanyenu Christina Chu Akwesi Apia broni bi no ni nyina coach Akwesi Apia san no oye kwalapa no for a purpose yes ni nyina to be convince nipa na utimi ka say knockout faces coach no de kodu no omo modern am pass so o check your level there knockout faces no ba question but oye changes ni we no de na akọ coach after coach none of them naturally saw a better thing the other side no coach Akwesi Apia no and I will be about there coach Akwesi Apia so World Cup he's the first Ghanaian coach or they qualify for World Cup na so bi and I referee what there could be World Cup 2 or 3 coaches na dem call since then you be coach Akwesi Apia no coach be no better than coach Akwesi Apia so who nim there no football who say knockout faces no the abeso no he's not good asake but after no nobody has come into better than what you know o say man san come yensa
the boy you koi you're born in yet you're born in yet and yet na me no say changes are ba atie from fancha be kakra ka men ka Ghana Premier League ne Blasters mbio ko se me hu changes me ba me ka Chelsea ne ya pon yeko eno na wo twan wo du bɔ n'anim no eno na wo twan o twa sense ntrofo no a e bia se de mo nka bi ma wo no o me jabo na se maka se ma nkrofo ne nka de ade ne kono yesi ere saa ma nkrofo ne nka o me be kanfo Capo no ani ye sei Capo ne you're the best ona akwaje wo Capo ne ba ne ye sei na wa time no so na kotra fie no so aduo man na bro na fe universe abusa questions na odi sebe uni nyansam bia be so bia firi a owe nya ntachi won firi ase o owe nya ntachi ba bia obi am chia na no pa ye bodi na dia example oba prempi ojo so na hakra wu no wode se blata neto se didi etu dia ya so den na ya so nko na wo ya adwuma no na o ma ni nyire su se adwuma no nkoyie no chinchina yitwintwan nya ntachi ye se na wo kra wu no e dia na wo ye aye hu ye e dia na wo ye aye hu ye Henry Asante anka bia nkyere se bo na sei check it my Henry Casa bona say no na for all this years ka ho
2010-2014
check time na Henry usu Henry do usu no mini Henry me your example
also atuja nti usu betimi atuja
check it time na Henry usu no na Henry sabo ni yo e ko na say ya na free ni na Henry usu sabo ni yo but the few abana ye
chungu so ye
me say football no o ma ye mra bi say football people chese uni club wa and onya affiliated to club untimi ma hobi and na deny intelligent lawyers ayo ba free game num yes o do ho kofra football san ho ba ha as soon as o do ho kofra football na no onya interest ti ko moni yo yes football people just all born o ba say yi bank se free mu bank se nim bo mu nim nyansa no yes o do ho kotare football club division 2 division 1 and san yeah cuz ampa you also belong to football meanwhile this game it is for the street ade na yasa samra osam do dumu ne siki jamfi mo brand na yakutumi ko jaf ko no bi no na mra bia nkasa wo je so ye football and san wo wotumi ababi no any CEO ya or oil and gas and I know you are open club for the kotoko asho mo nsai Kofi Job or football club Joshua football club but you will say open dia for the ade na mo ana
yeah
shata wala dan for the ade say
yeah
Kofi Aban
yeah
the football club boy Kofi Aban football club boy anybody running business akase o say when you go division 1 premier and san what football say oboa ye ntwa sa amra num
eno moa
ye ntwa sa amra ni la other people no game num bi don fom ni bi meboa me say Kofi Aban football club Joshua football club obo no na ho ayo nsa na kata o sabe wa yi so just all the akoma pa na wo ni interest uni club no bi
where club you be guno
yeah because ana de netie
ti Abdul Salam mo bre
adana hosa emra ba kwa jire ne preventing crofo mu nimu nyansa I have few people mo ni bo mo hia no mo ni udi nkoba ya na me jo mo nsem ni ba ha beka me na me ka chiro
wo
you just amra ni say football people ne o division 2 allow people no more contest for FNB no to change ade na fama ye kra ene ya me no kase Morocco opa gugu ana busa AI Morocco FA president checking the political position wo we minister of BB but the game is going on
Fawzi Lajar
the game is going on in Morocco or sa hold the political seat what na nyame de ma no eno na fa sui man no eto asum na wo sum busa wo ko busa ho said ye nyina ye kasa da 70 say 20 asai na won kwa no kakra bi na say ye yie no oye kodu ba bi wie na ye the third term ne fourth class agu so wie na wo hu say wa nya dwuma papa bi amoma na say na wo wadwene bebu
mo fa
be da wi asini pa wo bre ebra wo bre pa wo wi ase ebra wa koma ne wadwene ebu wa wofo
say de oye ni nye
ya nanso no wo ma nipa wanim o sresre ba utrim ni say wo judgment wo trim the born na say
but I see
you be try to say if you young coaches young coaches community future young coaches community future hope be anyone from my young coaches because Egypt because who Abu Rabi only say right to do for na one my players na masa be fa Abu Rabi ko or Egypt because she are Cairo
obehwe a game ni bebu rabi ni di nkomo about Ghanaian players bear 20 e nyina wo ho Ghana fon kra ma ye locks bobo muti come on nice guys so we footballers abu rabi ho like Kinson oko Uganda mama is under 17 20 e kwa odu on promote omo ye njila ye ni ye yi na di o 17 no but Uganda say for 17 ye yi no ko obi be ka say na Ghana ye Uganda kwa AFCON ko shia Comoros no nyum film ko shia Tanzania no on nyum film. The game has changed. Bring these guys into the fold. Yaba sulo mu nyina sa samoja amkromu ni oma mobra. Sameko formation oma mobra football people bay. Sameko fo akobọ Bundesliga 90s no nim nyansa on the run your football. Asamoja nsulo mu nim nyansa. But you say you so football club you affiliated to the club and say no aba football people. E dey na mo ye. You want to say your coach is in here coach was up here or the goalkeepers coach you call or the Ignatius coach Ignatius Okrumake you are retired Ignatius Okrumake are retired when the coach was up here who no TV so yeah young coaches no prosper outside you be jam am Capo near ko check isika kono okoro so the Beno ko Beno do come the matter cricket team no ho e ko Africa no ka ho okoro the boaf video analyst mini pa no and they could be men's coach a coy. Why are the Ghanaian young coaches prospering outside there? Me fear respect to be anyone from one.
Senior Jumayi. Now I know say Ghana League no dear any national teams near the end. I know say ABBA befa.
Bonus say Capo, but be anyone may call. But be anyone machine crime. Bonus say. Omu na bankers and lawyers. CEO focus for Okruma. One of my Duma said, "Is so Okuma said, Kumaseti. Young guys are be adwuma wonim de ba board ma baba buano. Ya yamraka krabi. Say you so affiliated to football club. Oba mu aso no be interest. Na unyansa na de wobra no kra no forget it. Na fe who protect your interest. Who free man afi omo no so mafia. E bi na ato Abdul Salam no. E de na ye ho sa. E de na ko boye ho sa no.
Oh, new, mama for, but I say, yeah, Ghana football, I know, say, be said a wakano. Mizia say, or mammy Mrena, Medi Ama Yen Collis, and I feel more videos no so, I was on an affair didn't come out. Nemo, creative selector, and I say creative selected. Or TikTok, I'm say, who stream or there will be a money to me, okay, or TikTok, so creative. I hallow pa also boy Juma we chidi my head as power Juma. Oh yeah no man crusader say more fire Newton. Okay, crusader on where dear. Okay. Crusader no. Well, young shay, mum was it? Anini special. Bad man. Okay. Hey, offensive I no question. Oba no apepa so was onye shi. Okay. I was never videos no na yen share Ghana fadu Chesarak. I already I am picking area. Your birthdays na